Okay. So, well, the thing I wanted to go over real quick is that I sent out a video. I'm going to like streamline what I talked about with the other group. But I sent out a really good video about improv and tabletop games. And it's like this black lady, she's an improv teacher, and she goes over all these topics, like really, really helpful. And I just think in general everybody should watch it, and I took notes as well, but I think it's so insightful. But another reason why is because this game is very, very like role play heavy. And so there are certain topics that she goes over like regarding improv that I think that would just help everybody because there's like certain terms, there's things about like just working together and trusting people who you're improving and role playing with. You guys have that experience, but I'll just, that's why I'm going to kind of streamline it. It's remember to yes and I think everybody has heard of that. Have you guys heard of that topic before? It's like that one basic like improv one. Yeah, so it's just like someone introduces something and then you add on to it in your own way. So just remember to do that. Try to avoid saying, I know it can create conflict and sometimes that's really good and interesting, but I know it's tempting to just say no or stop somebody in their tracks and not kind of like go along with their idea. But in like the vein of storytelling, it's good to just if someone like places something, there's a mysterious key, they say, oh, I found this key, and then you like add on to it. Oh, and it also has that symbol that matches the da da da, and you kind of just grab onto it, and you guys build out the story, making it larger and larger. So that was one thing. On my end, as the GM, I can say no, but because that's me going like the idea is a little too wild, but we can do this. Like, let's replace it, and I can still try to help you in the best way I can. Like if you're trying to, hey, I'm trying to leap over this chasm, and it's like 20 feet, and I'm like, oof, yes, I know, but so it's kind of just like me trying to work with you. The other thing is, remember to trust the group, trust me as the GM, that will support your ideas no matter how wacky, zany, wild they seem. Whatever that kind of first thing that pops into your mind, just like go ahead and say it. Like the point isn't to be sometimes your ideas aren't going to be always clever and interesting, and that's okay. We're not trying to like one up each other. It's not this competition to say who could be the most intriguing, thought-provoking person. Sometimes it's just regular stuff that you're talking about, and that's okay. It's natural to second guess yourself during a game, but like I said, not everything has to be perfect or clever. If your first idea feels weak, it can still spark some ideas in somebody else, so it's totally okay. Another thing that she talks about is that she has a concept called third thought, which is your first thought might be a gut reaction. Your second thought might be you trying too hard to be clever, but that third thought is often the most genuine and creative. So trust that third thought, and that can lead you into your best ideas, even if it feels risky. Another thing is having goals and motivations, but this game already kind of inherently asks you for that. Some games don't do that. I think D&D doesn't really support that kind of having goals and long-term goals and stuff like that for your character. It's a lot of the time DMs are adding that in themselves because it's a good idea and it should be in the DMG, like it should be in the player's handbook. But it's not. Anyway, another thing is taking notes. Wait, Naya, were you a note taker or no?
I was a note taker, yeah.
Were you? Okay, cool, yeah. So yes, keep a journal or something like that. Track important events, character interactions. My little trick that I give to other players is like, if I give you a first and a last name, it's probably an important person. If I just give you a first name, it's probably just a throwaway NPC that you just meet real quick. So there's that as well. That's my little hint to let you guys know while we play. But yeah, taking notes helps maintain that continuity and stuff like that. So just remember, enjoy the process. Don't overthink it too much. Not every moment needs to be dramatic or significant. These simple actions, mundane tasks can reveal more about your character, relationships, stuff like that. So, like in D&D, if you're setting up camp, you might have a conversation about your past, and it leads to like bonding moments and stuff like that. So that might seem boring, but let's still do it. It's okay. but yes, so we're still here to have fun and support each other as a group. So don't be nervous. You guys might not be, but I'm just saying this to everybody. Just letting you guys know. Yeah, so that was the first thing. The second thing that I wanted to go over is the electric state. What is this game about? This game is about a group of travelers. That's what you guys are. Like in D&D, you're the heroes. In this game, you are travelers. You're heading out on some journey. That's the point of the game. It's about going from point A to point B, and then what happens in between. So it's not a competition or anything like that. It's really just about how you're going through from A to B, and then little encounters that happen in between, all the drama that happens as you're exploring this near apocalyptic California. So it's an alternate 1997. There's gigantic battle drones that litter the countryside. They're all heaped together. There's discarded trash of high-tech things, it's like a consumerist society very much in decline. So this game, it's not about the goal, but it's about the journey. So just remember that as we talk about different stops, and I'm hey, do you see this? Someone needs help with this. It's like me as a GM, here's little hooks for you, here's little hints, and that's the point of the story, is to grab onto something and run with it, and see what happens. So it's not about being that kind of Aragorn type character who's super black sheep and dark and mysterious and I'm a lone wolf. It's not we're working together. It's still TTRPG. So when we go through character creation, that will be one thing that we talk about. Make sure you're not creating someone that's going to be inherently on their own, or just antagonistic, or just wants to cause conflict for conflict's sake. So that's one thing. This game is about what you guys are going to experience and how it changes you as that PC. And so it's about exploration, but that which is explored is yourself and your fellow travelers, companions. They could be your friends, best friends, lovers, ex-lovers, and anything in between, and then what you're willing to do when you see that the world is collapsing around you. So very much like The Last of Us. And the example I gave is, have you guys seen The Last of Us, Naya, Arcturus? Or played it?
Both.
Both? Okay. Someone said, I was talking to another person, they were like, oh, I don't like that Joel lied to Ellie at the end. And I was like, no, though, that's perfect. That's what makes him this kind of imperfect human, and that's real. That's the truth. That's the truth about being a human person. Or just a father who wants to lie to their kids because they think it's the best thing about not sharing the truth about the world. So I think that's the kind of characters we're trying to make. Those, we're not making perfect characters. Even in the character sheets here, it's what's your flaw? Ask for it, write it down, and use that to inform yourself as you're role playing. But yeah, and so this game is great for people who are theatrical or role play leaning, but also know when to not hog the spotlight. Know when it's okay, this is their turn, I'm not gonna try to take it. This again, well, not again, because you guys haven't heard this, but this game is, you need to be a little bit more open about your lines and veils. So we're still going to discuss it, but you have to be a little bit more flexible because of how dark it is. This game, it kind of explores a lot of those of which we kind of keep behind the scenes for a regular kind of chill game. So just to be willing to explore those darker areas, we're going to talk about what's your absolute I won't cross this no matter what. We'll talk about it if there is that thing. But this is the type of game where you probably will see something that you usually don't in these games. But yeah, and then I'm also going to ask you guys to write something down that makes you happy. Because as Arcturus and Meg were talking about beforehand, we do need moments of levity and lightness. Because you guys will see once we start playing how how just so sad and bleak it can get. But we can still create like, it's not so sad that you're like, why are we playing this? I just feel depressed like after the game. It's not gonna be. Hopefully, it's not gonna be like that. We'll have like, we'll have moments after the game where we kind of like debrief, and hopefully we won't have any. What's the term? I think it's like character bleed or something like that. It's that type of thing where you're like bringing the game with you after it's over. You're laying up at night, staring up, and like still feel heavy and stuff like that. So hopefully, we can have those moments. I'm gonna talk to you guys and make sure we'll have some like aftercare. Maybe watch SpongeBob episode. We gotta relax after. So that's what we gotta do. But yeah, we want to have certain moments happy, rather than just down and out all the time. I think even in this type of world, people are still trying their best. Like there's little pockets of hope and light still. But yeah, does that all make sense to you guys? Do you have any questions, concerns, comments? Does that sound good?
Nope.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Oh, Serge is here as well. This is Serge. He's at work, but he's listening in. Okay. So my next question for you guys: do you have any lines and veils? So Arcturus, Naya, anything that you can think of?
Knowing the world that we're in, and like just knowing myself.
Yeah.
I'm pretty cool with everything except for like, extreme things that will break the law and get you in solitary confinement.
Okay. Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Okay, yeah. So you're just like, be smart.
But like general crime, fine. Just anything that has you needing to be in a private cell for yourself. For your safety.
Yeah.
Okay, I hear you. Yeah. That's a new one. I don't think we'll get to that, but yeah, we'll keep it in the back.
Okay, cool. That was my only concern. I'm cool with everything else.
Okay, cool. Arcturus?
Honestly, that was the best way to summate it up for me. I'm like, hey, yeah, like mostly good with everything. But yeah, when it gets to that point where it's like the very like worst of the worst stuff, like yeah.
Like scum of the earth people,
Ooh, we know them. But
you can do murder, just like.
You're talking about what are you talking about? Because murder can get you in jail in a cell.
Oh yeah, but you'll get praised for that, not solitary confinement. It's who you're doing it to will get you into solitary confinement.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we don't want anybody like Drake or whoever he hangs out with. None of those. Okay. So yeah, that was about it. I think we're gonna go through character creation now. How do I want to do this? Because I want to show you. Oh, let's go to the character sheets, and we're using because this game is super new. The official VTT module is not out yet, so we're gonna use a couple things and workarounds. But there is a character sheet online that we're going to be using, so let me open that up, and then, I do have it open. Then I'm going to send you guys the link. I'm going to show you how it all works.
Take those, that'll give you seizures. Take this one.
Is there a medic in the room? Anybody?
I'm a pharmacist, does that count?
Oh, that's kind of sad.
Yeah, just pharmacy tech turned makeshift doctor.
Ooh, okay. I think in these type of times, that's kind of like the best that people can do, and so they'll probably just take what they can get.
Yeah,
Probably. Okay. Is that your only idea, or because that's fine if it is.
Yeah, so far.
Okay.
That was like my first brain. I'm like, I want to be a medic, but I want to be a bad one.
A bad medic.
Or like I learned. I got my doctorate from YouTube, that sort of thing.
Wow. Well, it's 1997, so maybe, I don't know.
Or like
radio.
not okay. Maybe the library. I learned everything I know from the library. I did not go to school.
Yeah, so you're like a pharmacist who just read a lot on their breaks. A lot of med books.
Wanted to be a doctor, couldn't get in.
Oh, dang, that's sad. tried to. There's a, because I think like there's like oh, no, you're not a scientist. Never mind. I was gonna say because maybe you had aspirations to like join Century, which is like the big corporation who makes the what are they called?
Neurocasters.
They make
Neurocasters.
the Neurocasters.
Neurocast.
Yeah. So there's that too. That's interesting. Okay.
I could work with that.
So
I
we
could
got.
work with that.
So for right now, Naya's taking Doctor. Okay. What is everybody else thinking?
I was.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was thinking of taking Investigator, but in like a. I don't. In like a suburban mum who finds out all the gossip and gets her clues and shit that way. Like she does her own, like an internet sleuth before there was internet sleuths. You know.
Before there was internet.
Oh.
Wait, when
Like she didn't do it professionally. She was a housewife.
Let me look up when the internet was invented.
So maybe I don't know. I think
Quite
internet
ages.
maybe.
If you're looking for the origin of the internet, that is long, long ago. You need to look when
So,
internet
like-
became publicly available.
Yeah, okay.
So like
It's 1960s.
private investigator without the internet.
Yeah, like she's like the idea is that having my character is that she's just like she was just like a regular mum, you know. Something bad happened and she wants to find out everything she can about it, so she sort of like dedicated her time into.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. I like it that you're trying to like switch it up to be like a
It's
gossip.
not even like it's not like I'm trying to switch it up. I just don't like. I have a whole idea for my character, and I just looked at the archetypes and like I don't know which one she fits in. This was the closest.
Yeah. Because there's certain like talents that you get that fit. I guess you could do sleuth, but yeah. You're trying to do like the neighborhood gossip.
But not like actually.
You
got,
know,
like, that's just how she gets the info. No, that's not even how she gets the info. Like she's not a proper investigator. She wasn't formally trained. She wasn't a police officer. That sort of thing. It's all her own research.
So she's a
independent.
stalker.
So
Close. Yeah.
I like
from what
it.
I'm gathering, because we have two characters who are posing as one thing that they are not.
Just mediocre versions.
You
of
know
each.
what? Fair. You know what? I kind of like that. That just mediocre versions of the things that they want to be. Like
I mean,
wanted to
I
get
guess-
here, ended up like in the middle before the world went poof.
Yeah.
I don't know what other sort of housewife suburban mum archetype there is that would fit that other than investigator. But like sleuth specifically. Like not-
You don't like suburban moms. They're not all just like gossipy. It could be it
No,
could
but
do
this
with your.
one
it
is.
could
You
do with your
haven't met a
past.
suburban mom yet.
I know of them. I'm kidding. But you know, it could be like a runaway kid who has their own kid. But you want to be
she's like-
gossipy.
she's like 40. Yeah, she's like, no, I don't want to be gossipy. She investigates things, but she's not an investigator, you know? Like, she,
she's nosy.
you know, like internet, like, no, she's not even nosy. Like, internet sleuths. She's like an internet sleuth, but in the 90s.
Armchair detective.
Yes, that's the one. She's an armchair detective.
Oh, why have I never I've never heard of that term. Armchair detective.
It's people who, like,
Arm-
do their own independent research. Like, vigilantes do it. That's
like,
how they get their
Are you like a
recon.
Jessica?
So every
Jones?
YouTuber that does research on serial killers on the internet.
Pretty much.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is
yes,
an
yeah.
armchair
Oh.
detective.
They do their own research,
Mm,
looking into things.
Are you like
she's not.
Are you like a PI or no?
No, like I don't know. I think
No.
it'll make more sense when I explain the character.
Okay.
But we're not at that bit yet. I don't
Okay,
think.
well we'll go with investigator. Okay. Okay. And anybody else? What is everybody else thinking?
So I was thinking, maybe the archetype of runaway kid, you know, like where parents were neglectful, they kind of were shut-ins, and then like they as the character kind of ran away, they wanted to see all these notable locations and kind of collect postcards and kind of see the sights while the world's still around.
Okay, so runaway kid. Are the parents are alive still?
I would think so, but they're more like plugged in, you know?
Oh, you think they're unaware. They're not present. Are they just like in narrowcasters all the time?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's dangerous. Okay. Runaway Kid doesn't have to be like literal 14-year-old. Yeah, just to let you know.
But okay, so he could be. Yeah, I'll probably have him be a tad older, because he's been going around seeing the sights for a bit. Has more places to get on his bucket list to get postcards from.
Okay. Yeah. Because I'm trying to think. Okay,
Okay,
so why are
I'm
you
about
guys
to say.
together? So it would be. I don't know if it would be odd
Yeah.
if there's one little kid with a bunch of adults. I don't know.
Yeah, that
It depends.
that could be weird.
I
Another.
think the best way to describe that concept, you're a hippie.
One of the devotees.
Ooh.
Like, I need to go on a modern pilgrimage.
You know,
Runaway turned devotee.
Oh, that could be
yeah,
your character.
because or another word for it is what's the term? Not a hobo.
Although,
As in people who
Oh.
travel by
like a
trains.
vagabond. Kind
Oh,
of,
vagabond,
kind
yeah.
of, yeah.
Vagabond. Ooh, I like that.
Okay.
Oh, but I mean, that could be. That's just like a synonym for runaway kid, or maybe outsider.
Okay.
But runaway kid could work. You know, like just to remind people, they don't have to be. They usually are the youngest one in the group, though, which could be an interesting dynamic. Because, listen, I'm gonna keep referencing this, but Joel and Ellie. That's all I'm saying. She was young, and they were on their own journey together, so it worked for them too. So, and I think she was like 14 or something. What about you, Serge? What archetype are you thinking?
I just make a quick glossary, but because I'm trying to find if my original concept of a character of a disowned politician son would actually work in this thing. Because what I'm getting right now is good soul suburban, because in the apocalypse kind of situation. I'm just trying to figure out what will be a good character to throw in a suburban kind of concept, and currently my mind just goes to pool boy.
Oh gosh.
Escape criminal doing pool boy gigs.
Pool gigs.
Yeah.
It is California. There are a lot of pools. Yeah. Okay. So we
I
have,
think I will be like, I have two ideas. I can go the politician route, this own politician child, currently living off those handouts from my dad, but I don't get to talk to my dad. And dad is still in Eurocasters, basically in TV. He's in the face. Not sure how big of a politician he is. That's really up to the DM at that point. My alternative is guy is running away from his past, ex-criminal, and no, I have a better one. Under what's the term? Witness protection program. Criminal under witness protection program.
Okay.
If we're sticking with the suburban team, that's my point.
Is this a
But if
suburban
not,
team?
I
I know
have,
we have one like.
No, that was just like an example I gave of what she was like.
Yeah.
Like actually suburban.
Okay. No, because the issue is that I need to know what kind of aesthetics the campaign will be. I understand it's apocalyptic, but what kind of like what's the term? I know it's a personal story, but you know the aesthetics. Are we going like because highway to hell kind of situation where it's
Okay.
seeing the sides of a world hitting apocalypse, or are we going
not-
apocalypse instead? Because
It's not world-ending apocalypse. And
but it's a
teetering on the
creeping
edge of
world-ending
societal-
apocalypse.
like the
It's like
society.
Oh, it's creeping up.
Yeah, it's not. It's not officially an apocalypse yet, but it's like, it's like coming. It's like in a year or two. Like it is about to. It's like very much teeter on it. You can see society is just falling apart. It's like holding on by the skin of its teeth at this point.
But there's like still businesses and stuff
Yeah,
that
yeah,
still
yeah.
try to operate within this.
Yeah, so there's
Okay.
like you can go into like inner cities. You can go to like LA, which is still a very large hub of Hollywood. It's as soon as you like leave and then you go to the outer edges, it's where like you can see these little cities on the outside are not getting taken care of. It's just the Wild West out here. But there are places.
Okay, so the
where,
past, so like Las
Yeah.
Vegas are like completely just covered in people
Yeah.
that like have gotten caught with the. Okay,
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah,
It's kind of like
okay,
the
so
smaller
we're not
cities
going.
that have been left to kind of have governed themselves, and like really small towns. But you can go to San Francisco still, and it's still pretty bad. Lots of neurocasters everywhere, but you can find more medical facilities, help there. But yeah,
Basically, what I'm lacking is a team. It's like, what is the team of this group?
the theme of the group. Yeah,
Yeah, like
that's what I'm
of the
wondering
group. It's
too.
like,
Is well,
Yeah.
I guess maybe the first thing we can ask is why are you guys all together, and that might help. Why are you all
I
traveling
imagine-
together?
Okay.
By the way, like the archetypes are sort of going, like if we were from a certain town, whatever, and like we just wanted out there, so that's like the link between all of us. Like we're all from the same place.
Do you want to be from? Okay, I'm the
Maybe.
only one that's from California. Do you want to be from Northern or Southern California? Everybody, does it matter?
because if we want to make
I
it more
don't think it
grueling, I think
matters.
Southern California.
I feel like it would
It
matter
does.
more if I like knew where I was.
I think
Um,
I think because it makes a difference because Northern California is different from Southern California.
We,
Kind of.
Sno-
It's not.
My
It's
year
not
you
a huge.
choose. You're from Cali.
I know. I'm thinking about.
Okay,
'cause
I'm
I've
not-
lived in both
I-
areas.
I'm not a Californian. I'm literally European. But from what I'm getting, North California is very tech heavy, while Southern California is more Hollywood, beach, and fun time kind of this thing.
Yeah, I guess so. In '97, it was less tech heavy. Like it boomed like after like 2008, I'd say maybe. But yeah, sure. They're not too. Both sides of California are not too different, but I guess like the biggest differences would be like, Southern is like where Hollywood's at, and so all the big events are there. Like the LA Convention Center is there, so it's really it's huge. And then San Francisco is, it's cooler like weather-wise. Lots of like hip hop was birthed there. It's up to you guys. It's not.
And what's our socioeconomic status? That's also very important. If, in my personal opinion, if we're going by personal stories, because having a shared socioeconomic status would build a better relations with one another.
Socioeconomic, kind of like how rich you all are.
Are we all poor? Yeah. Are we all poor? Are we all darn rich? What are we?
Well, you guys you do roll for money based on your archetype, so there's that. So kind of like mechanically, it shows you there. Mm,
Because as I was reading the document, the setting specifically, there's multiple routes to go by. There is like full-on conspiracy, finding out what century is, and then there's also
Yeah.
like dealing with the depression of a world that is ending, kind of situation. There's also the whole conspiracy. There's the hacker aspect of it, because it's very hard to because attack a certain team if there's no specific direction that the whole group wants to play. Because I know we want to play something personal, so we want something that our character is attached to in the setting, that we want to explore ourselves. Because what in my mind is that because it would be nice to be at the edge of society, not suburban, but the edge of urban, where we are in because like I don't know what you call that. Basically, poor houses, the buildings where it's apartments, blocks, I think.
Oh, so
And I don't know there's a term for it.
Oh god, I forgot the name. I know what kind of neighborhood you're talking about though.
Yeah,
It's like
that kind of
it's called
neighborhood.
it's called the projects. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there.
Project.
The project is really just like
Okay.
it's these blocks of like packed apartment buildings, and everybody like lives in those. It's really like it's like lower middle class type. It's like upper lower class, lower middle class who usually like stay in those, and then middle class.
I think nowadays, though, it's
So-
Yeah.
mostly lower class now.
Yeah. Um.
So, yeah.
So.
But I
okay,
wouldn't
That's what
mind
I
that,
meant,
like,
it's
we
like
all
a-
like lived in
Okay.
one like project building, maybe.
Okay.
one project.
Yeah. Oh, that could be our group
maybe.
name. One project.
one project. Yeah. Oh,
Or
okay.
work
So
in progress.
whip.
That
WIP.
too.
Whip.
Whip. We are the whips.
Whip. So what
I much prefer TBA.
do you guys not care about which coast you're not coast but
Uh-huh.
direction you're from? Southern's closer to Mexico. I don't know. There's not.
I mean, south sounds nice
Okay.
from the information I've gotten. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. So my idea by reading it, because the idea is that we are the edge of a society, but not like suburban edge, but the edge of an urban. So we are the outcasts of an urban society, and because the idea is that because in that kind of thing, and this is just my personal opinion, it's very hard to find identity in because solid ground, and suddenly we just decide to, you know what, we're a group of friends, fuck it, let's, because the world is ending, let's kick the bucket list, you know, get everything in our bucket list down, explore who we are that we couldn't do because we're trying to live, because we're trying to survive, but it's about time that we stop surviving and actually do what we want to do, and that catapult us in a road trip to check our bucket list.
Okay.
So we're just going around like doing.
I need
things
something
that
more.
we
I need something a
weren't
little
able
bit
to do
deeper.
before.
I need something a little bit deeper than just a bucket list. And
I-
once we go through more of the character sheet, we'll attack that. For sure.
Yeah, I'm just saying shared team
Yeah.
because I could imagine my politician character would like I actually want to have get the energy and the bravery to actually confront my father that is an asshole, that because you're forcing me to live a certain situation that I can't live with, you know. And then the whole point of the road trip, I was just thinking, is that because I would witness each of you guys like do, because kick your bucket list, reach your achievement, and that just gives my character more bravery, but of course still constant struggle and everything.
Okay.
That is my idea, but
I'm
you
gonna
know.
say. I'm gonna say. Okay, so we can move on from this topic. I'm gonna say you guys are from Los Angeles, because I have
Okay.
I have lived there in like a. Well, New York has boroughs, but I don't know what to call it because I lived in a. Yeah, it's kind of like a borough type in LA. And LA, it's like it seems glamorous. And once you get there, it's really not. It's only like certain pockets that are that super nice stuff that they show on TV and movies. There's lots of areas that like need a lot of work. There's like a whole place called Skid Row, which is like miles and miles of like homeless people in their tents. And it stretches on for so long, and I was like volunteering in that area and stuff like that. So there's lots of places like that. So you can definitely be in a project in LA. You know, and there's like I'm looking at a map right now. Like Compton's nearby, and Compton has a reputation.
Straight out of
Inglewood.
Compton.
Yeah. So let's say you guys are from LA, so we'll go with that. You're in
Okay.
one of the projects in LA. I'll look up different neighborhoods, but LA for right now. And so we got a runaway kid, an investigator, a doctor, And Surge, it sounds like you're going to be an outsider.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you're an ex-politician's kid. Why are you in a project? You know. your
Yeah.
So what's going on there? It's fine.
So the idea is that I was disowned. So here's the thing: my father, because this is the character, my father still gives me my trust. Basically, he has no power over the trust, so I still have a trust. The issue is that I refuse to use the trust, and because I basically choose to live the way I want to live. The issue is that I don't know how, because I've never felt struggle, which led me to the projects.
Okay.
And yeah, and because the main struggle in him is definitely because finding the acceptance, because acceptance or the bravery to deny his father, because I would like to have that conflict where my father is anti-projects kind of situation, so I'm basically living the things that he detests all the time.
Okay. Okay, so we got a politician father. It's a little bit of a background. Meg, you kind of had your background, right?
Yeah. So I wanted to play like a mother in like maybe like her early to mid 40s, and her son was involved in one of the doomsday cults, and then at the behest of the leader, like the world is ending, you may as well kill yourselves now. He committed suicide, and like she tried to sort of bridge that gap between her and her husband, but like the distance was too much, and she just keeps having like these daydreams about like this cult leader just like dying like this violent grisly death, and she's like, I need to find out everything I know about this guy, and I'm gonna go find him, and he's gonna like see the pain that like he has put on me, sort of thing. Hence the investigator part, but not the investigator part. And like at the same time, like it works out quite well with Arcturus's sort of archetype as well. In that like he's a runaway sort of thing. He doesn't have like the parents sort of thing, and she's lost her son, like, and the idea, and maybe like if Arcturus is called this, I don't know, but like he maybe like reminds her of her son, and it's easier, it's less painful for her to be around him and be reminded of him than it is to walk away from something, to walk away from what his life could have been.
Okay.
Sort of thing.
Yeah.
So maybe like I don't know, maybe like yeah. But that's the general. Like she's not like hell bent on revenge and she's gonna kill everybody in her sight. It's literally just this one specific man who has literally ruined her life.
And he's
like
still
he took her son.
Okay, is this cult leader still alive? And he just convinced
That she knows, yeah.
Oh, and he
that
just
she-
convinced the members to commit suicide?
Yeah. Like it was a whole but like it's the end of days. Like the world's gonna end. Da 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 da.
So you should
Those
kill
sorts of
yourselves
doomsday
and not
cults.
me.
Yeah.
Is what the cult leader's saying. Oh, okay.
I mean,
That's like most cults.
he's not wrong. He's just a couple years early.
yeah, exactly.
And then obviously because like the world is in a sort of decline now, sort of thing. So I imagine that happening like a year or so before the game.
Okay.
And then obviously like the world is sort of collapsing. So people are like, oh fuck, this guy's right. Oh my god, and they like sort of flock to him. So that's kind of how she gets her info. Like she hears like so and so's taken off to go join his cult and that sort of thing. And she, I don't know. Maybe she whether it's like a confrontation she wants with him, whether she does actually want to kill him. She doesn't know. I don't know. But all she knows is that she needs him to know what he has done to her. So that's like her journey. Like her purpose is to find this guy.
Okay, I like it. And so Arcturus, does that help you kind of?
Absolutely fine if you want like your
Oh
own.
no,
bit,
that
like,
sounds
don't
that
worry.
sounds great. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of a good end goal besides that goal of like getting those postcards, seeing those notable scenes. That's good. I'm just trying to think of a good like farther out, like a dream for my character. So it might take me a sec.
Okay, yeah, no worries. I mean, does it help you with your background or backstory a little bit more? Well, okay, so because she has, it's good that you have your goal. That's your goal, right? For Meg, your character.
Yeah. That could,
That's-
I mean, not that could change, but obviously like at the start she is going with the intent to kill him.
Right.
Like,
This is good for me to know. I want to know everybody's goal and their dream and all that good stuff.
and then she basically feels like she can't move on until this guy is dead. Like she'll never have closure. She'll never be able to like stop thinking about it until she knows that this guy's in the ground. And like she's never gonna know that unless she does it herself. Because
Yeah.
of, like she doesn't trust the news. She doesn't really trust, you know. That's her.
So it's good to know your goal because that's gonna help me, because you guys are on a journey together. So for some reason, it works out that you're all traveling together. So that's why you need to know your goal. But Naya, are you thinking about your character and what she wants? Who she
I'm
is?
thinking about the goal, and like with everything going on, I kind of like want her goal to be like being a real doctor. In that case, like she's trying to find like a I don't know if there's like a medical station or something like that where she can get like properly trained, because like there's nothing for her in this like town that she escaped from, and like what is she gonna do? She can help people. So why not learn more from people who know better? Because she's just kind of working with what she has and what she has available. If there's a Walgreens or a CVS somewhere, like she can work with that. Outside of that, not really that great.
Okay, gotcha. So, but you know, okay, so you know that you have to go to medical school though. So is that your goal? You're trying to find some, like a school that you can enroll in that will let you enroll?
Like school, organization, like volunteer, something, anything. She doesn't know how she doesn't know how it is in every other part of the world. Like some schools could be collapsed, some could still be running. She doesn't really know.
Oh, that's true. Maybe you've tried looking before, but they've gotten shut down.
Yeah, maybe she's tried looking, they gotten shut down.
Yeah.
So she's either gonna find like either a still running school or some sort of mentor to teach her.
Okay.
How to be a
Is she
doctor.
willing?
Of course, not everything, but just like basic stuff.
Are you willing to like even go to someone who does not have like an official license or something under the table, or do you want
If it's
how
under
official
the
do you want
table,
it? Yeah.
that'll create some conflict, but I like it. Like if they're good at what they do, even if they're like an underground doctor, or something, like she'll still take the opportunity. She's like, I don't like this, but like you know more than me, so I'll give it a shot.
Okay, so wants to find, like if we put it in like one sentence, so it's like wants to find a mentor or teacher, like a medical, like a med mentor or a teacher who can, you know,
like let me just bring up my Grey's Anatomy knowledge. What do they call that?
Like a resident and
what's the new people coming in? What are they called?
The interns.
The interns.
Yeah. She's trying to be an intern.
You can teach her more about being a real doctor and not like I imagine maybe there's some people who like call you a fake doctor or like don't try to be a doctor or something like that. People who just like, you know, you're just a pharmacist.
Yeah,
right?
she's probably like she's probably like failed. Like, don't you have to like pay for those like tests to get in like certain schools and stuff? Yeah, she probably couldn't. Most likely, she probably even couldn't like afford the tests to go. So the next best thing was to be pharmacy tech.
Pharmacy tech. Okay, got it. Okay.
Which I realize sometimes you don't have to go to school for that, and I'm just like, you're dealing with medication.
You should.
Why are you not like in the medical field?
Okay. Serge, what is for your character? What would be like their one-line traveler goal? Oh, he might.
One-line.
He might be. He might. Sorry, I forgot he's at work. So he might. Okay. Yeah, he muted himself. So I will take it when he's muted. He's working. Okay. Arcturus, do you have a?
This might be surrealist, so we could workshop it. But you know how his like parents have been like strapped into the neurocaster, and that's like gotten them so immersed. So maybe he's looking for something like in the natural world that would rival that digital landscape, like something more that would like evoke more wonder than like what was created digitally, or to see like it wasn't. Oh man, even that's a.
Okay, I kind of understand. It sounds like you're like everything in the Neuroscape is like amazing and wonderful. There has to be something in the world that matches that or even better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to look for something that goes above that. Alternatively, like another one I was thinking is like maybe like who made that environment his parents kind of got stuck in, and like talk with him just to like Oh man.
Ooh,
If
that'll be
if
hard.
you're going the route of like, if you're
We
going the
know
route
that-
of like trying to find like more
Yeah.
like wonderful things, like I can honestly like see him as like being like one of those people with the vans, like a backpacker or something like that.
Yeah.
Like they just take pictures of like like I don't know what do you call it, like 7 wonders of the world or something like that.
Yeah.
Like big like things that you have to see in person. It's not the same.
Yeah, if you,
Is the internet?
It absolutely isn't the same or something. Oh, there it is.
like having that personal experience rather than like seeing it on the page, like it doesn't encapsulate like all of the
Yeah,
all of
and
it
I
is.
don't know. Maybe he can like have a camera, like film his experiences. Because like, what parents don't want to see their like kid experiencing things that they never got to do, right?
Okay.
His parents,
Oh,
actually.
Yeah, his
Actually,
parents.
that would be kind of dark if he like he's doing that. He's filming it for his parents. He's gonna like bring it back. It's like, hey, you guys could leave the Neurocasters because there's all this out there.
And we can
Yeah.
go see this
I-
together. I see it. You can
Yeah,
come with us.
I love that. That's like
That's really good. That's really
I
good.
love that. So you want to have that like because you can have certain items. You can't have a lot when you first start, but do you want to have like a Polaroid camera?
yeah.
Okay, trying to think, whatever '90s camera is like popular back then. It has a camera.
Kodak.
Kodak, yeah.
Kodak.
Has a wait, isn't oh, never mind. Has a camera. Takes pictures to bring back to his parents. So like he still like loves his parents. Do you think like it's the Neurocaster maybe like it's saddening for him, or it's like it's a
Yeah.
sad kind of thing to see his parents kind of like wasting away?
As they're kind of plugged or like perpetually plugged in, kind of just isolated in their room.
Yeah.
And he's hoping that like showing him the outside world and seeing like, hey, there's something better. If you take that off, and we can go see it.
Love that. Okay. Serge, are you back with us?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. I'm asking everybody what is their character's goal? Like, what's that one goal that you have? Why are you guys are all traveling together, and for some reason you found a way. It works out that you're all because you guys have you each have a goal and you're all traveling together and it's working out because you all need to go to this place. So there is a starting point. There is a destination. You guys.
What is
all
our
need-
destination? Or
That's,
do we choose that?
that's why I'm asking the goal first, and then I think that will help me inform. Because I know the starting point. Starting point is the Los Angeles projects. But once I know your goals, it can help me inform the destination a little bit more. So,
We're you know, because just to tag on the cult thing,
yeah.
you can make my politician father actually has some ties to the cult kind of situation. And I heard from the news something about him denying it, and then I want to expose it, and that's me trying to stand up against him.
Your
But
goal-
generally, my concept is to expose my father for being an ass.
and you think that's gonna work?
I don't know. That's why I'm gonna do it, because I think it would work.
Okay. Yeah. No, I like it. I also like that the world is. Well, I don't want to give you away my GM secrets now, do
Almost slipped up there.
I? So.
We were gonna get lore.
No, I already have like ideas for that. So for Surge, if I had one line, it's that to expose his politician father, his corrupt politician father.
It's a dying fight because the media is being controlled, you know.
Fake news. Fake news.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I have everybody's goal. So, the ending destination has to... Maybe there's something you guys heard like, hey, this cult is traveling, like they're going up north. Let me look at the map again. The map actually really helped because this is literally like the route you guys are gonna take. Not to get all Californian, but you're gonna take the 85. No, you're gonna take the 5. I know you guys don't know that highway, but it's a major highway in California. So the way that this game is set up is that it's a journey, and then it has stops in between it. And so just imagine this long line along your route. And like I said before, this is just like part 1. So this is like 7 to 10 sessions. So I don't know how many stops we'll be able to make it to. Andrew, who already played this, he said 1 stop is like 3 to 4 sessions, and I want to do at least 1 stop, and then have everybody have like a session dedicated to their arc. So that's why I said 7 to 10. So I don't know if we'll have the end destination. I don't know if we'll get to it in this kind of mini campaign.
But like, if we know the destination, it could be that we've heard there's a medical facility where people could train, and it just so happens to be the same city that the cult's living in.
I kind of just want to get you guys up to San Francisco as the ending
San Fran?
destination.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely. San Francisco.
Okay, cool. Also, because I am mostly from Northern California, so I know it a little bit. It's like, you guys, it's so trippy. Seeing like, even my city's on here, the one I grew up in, God, and the surrounding ones. So I'm gonna say starting point, LA, destination, San Francisco. I'll ask you guys.
Destination unknown.
Where are you guys? Why are you going to San Francisco? What have you heard? That's the question for you. This is like, we're kind of building this out together.
Okay.
That's where
Okay.
the cult leader is meant. That's where like his biggest congregation is. That's probably where he's holed up to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
their home base, pretty much.
I want to throw in the concept, because I'm tagging along right now with the cult story. I want to drag in the concept that in the news, my father finally sanctioned this cult as a state religion. Like they suddenly recognize it's a state religion.
Oh.
Like it's tax
The
exempt.
cult is a state religion.
Not a state religion, but like it's recognized by the state as an official
Yeah.
religion, like Christianity.
So they get government aid, and they oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, the law that
But would
says
they-
the separation of church and state, that's not true. Everybody knows it.
It's not. It never was. It never was. But, it never was.
I like
People
I
are
like
just
him-
saying it louder now.
I know.
I like him advocating for it. I like that a lot. Like, I think that's really good. But I don't know if a government official would sanction a doomsday cult.
He
in
would
these
for
times.
his own
Maybe he's not
But
advertising
like the
it as a
wider
doomsday
government
cult.
would be like, yeah, that's fine. The world is ending. Now it's a religion. Go nuts.
But he's the only one that got it right.
that is true. That is true. So no, I like it.
They're
I like
taking
that
his
his
word
dad
more as
endorsed
fact.
or is involved with it in some way.
Maybe involved.
by the
with
way,
it
is everybody
in,
like writing down these notes? Because I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask for them later. So
Handwritten, but yeah.
I'm
still a
at
picture
work.
of them.
I am excused.
handwritten, girl.
You know, I should be writing this down. Where is my notebook? Oh my god, here it is.
But I need you guys to send it to me. Why is everybody writing?
Ah,
it down?
crap.
Why is everybody writing it
You
down?
know,
My keyboard's really loud, so like. if I'm
That's
typing
true. That's
slow-
true. You can do it now for session 0.
I can't.
Okay,
I
let me
literally
get my
can't
Google
look at
Docs in
screens and
order.
type. It makes me ill. Sorry.
Okay, fine. Make.
Can we wait? We can write it on the character sheets, can't we?
Yes, you can actually.
I can retype it.
If you can,
want,
if,
and put it
if-
on that.
that would actually be great if you could just go to the backstory notes and just add all-
Okay. So just about ourselves or about all of us in general?
about yourselves, and
Okay.
we'll figure that out. If there's anything, all the stuff about all of you in general, I'm writing down myself. Okay, so Oh, Arcturus, that keyboard is. I feel like it has its own mic.
I can hear a horse.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it's
I have a
rough.
typewriter keyboard and mine isn't that loud.
That's why I was like,
Mine is
I'm
supposed
like,
to be
I mean-
click clacky.
Okay, Meg, anything that has to do with the cult leader, can you write that? Are you writing that down?
Yeah, I've got it written down.
Oh, okay. So it sounds. I like that idea that his father is like either petitioning or just got it officially recognized. I like that idea.
Maybe if he's petitioning, because there's still that shred of hope of like maybe we can stop this from happening.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah. So I'm also.
But like he's a big like advocate for it. He's like a big.
Fuck hope.
You know,
Huh? Yeah.
What?
Screw hope. Just ruin it. Sorry.
What are you saying? Are you speaking English?
I'm saying, I say screw hope. There's no
Oh.
more hope.
Screw hope.
It's
But
it's
we need
vengeance
hope
now.
to live. Morale is very important.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, because it asked me to like, what's the route? Oh, I wish this map was a little bit clearer. So you're gonna take. Never mind. I'm just gonna literally Google it right now. I'm gonna say major highway from LA to SF. Oh yeah, the Pacific Coast Highway. Oh god. Highway. You're gonna take Highway 1. Keep it simple. We're number 1. Okay, so we have that for Meg, your character. It's that the cult leader's whereabouts, or last known whereabouts, are in San Francisco.
Yeah, or like that's where the biggest congregation of his followers are. So
Yeah.
it's the likelihood is that he's there too.
Okay. And what about for Naya? Maybe there's like some medical facility there that
Yeah.
has been accepting new people, or
Yeah, or like hospital or like medical facility, something to where like it's well known and she can go there because the colleges near her town are closed.
Or
Because
maybe
of
there's like
apocalypse.
in San Fran, maybe there's like a call for people to come and help, sort of thing as well.
How about
that
Like,
that
You've
would
heard
help.
you've heard it from people who've like travelled by our town, and they were like, "Oh yeah, there's this."
you want to be a doctor,
place
right?
that,
They're like accepting.
training
Oh,
on
they're
the job.
accepting
How about-
volunteers and they're training people on the spot. Like you
Yeah,
want to.
yeah, like it's
they're doing
desperate
that right
times,
now.
you know.
Oh.
how about
Desperate times, they put the call out.
I have another
Love
idea.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
You applied to a training there and you got accepted. Now you need to get there.
okay.
True. That is yeah. That one's
Could
not bad either.
have been like a last resort sign up when she like couldn't get into college. She's like, I can't be a pharmacist anymore. I can't do it. Like I'm tired.
Mhm.
What do you
I'm
think?
tired of this.
Which one do you think would make your character be more desperate as? Would she be more desperate if it was like you heard of the opportunity, or you have the opportunity, you just need to get there?
It would be more desperate for her if she heard of the opportunity.
Okay.
So the chance makes her like pushes
Want
her
it
to
even
go.
more? Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Like she's not even in. She doesn't even know if there's like a list you have to be on or something. She's like, she's heard about it. She's gonna go. This is the only chance she has at this point.
Okay.
Because
Got it.
I picture like the way, because obviously like people don't trust the news and things like that, right? Like in the book, like they sort of said like people don't trust the news. So I imagine a lot of the stuff you hear is word of mouth, and you kind of in these times take more credence in what people around you have to say and travellers passing through than you would the people on TV.
Okay. Yeah.
That's kind of the like, if
word
that's-
is
if
law. Word is law now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And people will be like, well, it's just a rumor, but you know, there's like they wouldn't say it if there wasn't a good reason for them to say it.
Exactly.
Okay.
And you've heard from so many people that I don't know. Maybe.
Some rumors come from truth originally, so like
No
you
smoke without fire
gotta
type
take the
situation.
chance where you can get it.
Like, maybe the first time you heard it, you were like, nah, no way. But then, like, a few more people came through and started talking about it as well. And you're kind of like,
Yeah.
maybe?
Like some people stop. Oh wait, some people like stopping off like into her job, like saying like, "Hey, I need this and this."
Yes, yeah.
Doctors are going away. Like it's kind of just like a free for all. Like if you look like a junkie, I'm not gonna give it to you. So.
Yeah. Okay. And Arcturus, why is he going to San Francisco?
I would say like to see some of those like hand-drawn murals on a lot of the building surfaces. I mean, like things are happening. It could be like, and then nobody really has time to like repair those. So like they'll probably like slowly erode over time. Won't be there. So definitely he wants to go there and then to see some of that architecture and then hopefully see like maybe a cleaner coastline. I don't know.
Probably. Yeah.
Is San Fran the one with the bridge?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. That I think
Maybe
I
the
think
bridge.
yeah, I think the bridge would be the best
bridge
idea.
one.
I don't know.
Is the Red
Golden Gate.
Forest?
It's the
like-
yeah, it's the Golden Gate Bridge. That
Yeah.
one.
I
That's
think-
the one.
That would definitely
Okay.
Like, that's kind of like a... I feel like when people go to America, Golden Gate Bridge is something people...
It's all right.
wanna see.
It's a bridge.
I don't see the appeal in a bridge, but it's one of those things where it's like, oh, wow.
It
yeah,
is
something
really
else.
nice. Maybe you like because it is really nice at sunset.
Oh.
Maybe you've heard just like this is like one of the best views you can get in Pacifica. And like if my parents just took off these Narrowcasters and we drove up there, we can finally see that there is beauty outside of the electric state.
Yeah, I like that.
Is the big ass tree forest also in San Fran?
No, but it's nearby the redwoods. Yeah,
Oh.
that's also very
Yeah,
beautiful.
right.
It might just be a thing like, hey, there's lots of stops along the way that are really
They
nice.
just have pretty things. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys have.
I
like,
can
you-
tag along.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I can tag along to Arcturus' character because my character must be originally from San Fran since my dad is there.
Okay.
Is he there? Okay, I thought he was an LA politician. I don't know why I was imagining. him
Where's
as an
the
LA
seat of government in LA?
Has a southern
See-
winter home
seat of
in
government
San Fran.
Yeah, where does the governor of LA stay?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know his address.
Oh,
No, what I mean, like the president is in the White House. Where's the governmental building?
It's
of,
that's in Sacramento.
So further south, right? That's still in south.
No, Sacramento is up north. Yeah.
Wherever that is, I'm there.
Oh. Okay, so if you want to go a little bit past San Francisco, well, okay, so the destination is San Francisco. Is your
Yeah.
dad a politician of all of Pacifica or just LA? Question.
Because Pacifica should be like I would because I don't like it too big where he's the governor of something, but definitely one of the senators maybe if Pacifica is still representative democracy.
Yeah, it is.
Because because I believe the Senate is the one who passed laws regarding if a religion is tax exempt or not, kind of situation.
Oh, maybe he's
Especially for a doomsday cult,
Yeah, look,
you know.
let's make him a senator. Let me just see. Hold on. States in the Senate. Yeah, because every state. Well, because if I'm correct, I think California is its own. Is its own country? Did it
It has a
separate from the
governor.
U.S.? Right? I think it. I gotta look that.
They
up.
Yeah, they have a governor. A governor is the head of a state.
No, what I mean is
They're basically the president
it
of a
used to
state.
be part of the 50 states, and I think it did it
Because
not
it's so big too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, there was a civil war and like some of the states split up, so I don't know how how they're
Yeah, 'cause
divided
I was
now.
like, I don't even think it's part of the USA technically. I'll have to look it up. So if it's not part of the U.S., then he might, because he's not the president of Pacifica. I gotta look it up. Let's just make him a senator, though. make him a senator. Okay. For Arcturus, and it's just to see all like the wonders along the way, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okie dokie. So I want to do all this backstory stuff because, like, all the mechanics and stats, we don't need to be together for that. But this is good for me, so I can get the idea juices flowing. Okay. So I guess next question: how do you guys all know each other?
I had a thought about maybe Naya's character. Maybe like if we're all living in apartment complexes and stuff, maybe we were all on the same floor.
Maybe. Seen
have
each
that
other in
neighbor.
passing.
That neighborly type thing. And then I feel like maybe something happens in our town where we're like we need to get out anyway. This is just sort of expedited things. But that's how we know each other.
Does anybody want to have like a relationship more than just acquaintances?
I kind of do, just to like add a little bit more depth into it.
Or maybe we can just answer the tension questions on the character sheet right now. Because in the character sheet, there's tension that you have with every single person, and you have to take it, and I love it. So it's kind of like that. This is how we know each other. This is why we have tension. And tension doesn't have to be negative, because like the examples they give is like, it could be you have like unrequited love for somebody, and there's tension there, or something like that. So, where does it talk about tension again? Rolling and pushing.
I maybe like a link for maybe me and Arcturus's character then. If like she's noticed, like she hasn't like maybe like they're opposite neighbors, and she's seen like for years and years she's seen, you know, that you're always alone. It's always you that comes out. It's not the parents and stuff. So she kind of like makes stuff at home for you, and when she sees you coming back home or whatever, she comes out and she's like, oh, had this left over, please take it from her, sort of thing, because she like that sort of like she's seen that, you know, like she's a mother, you know, like she sees that like she hasn't seen your parents. She kind of had the idea beforehand that you were alone, and when she makes the decision to like get the fuck out and go do her thing, she's just going to be like, look, I'm getting out, it's going to be a fresh start, you can come with me too, sort of thing. Like, I know that something's not right with you, I know, like, I don't know what, you don't have to tell me, but here, there's a spare seat in my car, you're welcome to take it. And then like that sort of thing. So not like super close friends or anything, but there's more than just, you know.
Maybe you help her out. You see like she's like a single mother, and she's like, hey, do you need help like getting like she needs help like getting groceries up to like the 5th floor or wherever you guys are staying.
Yeah, just kind of that community that helping
like,
each other out.
When her son died, you came over and offered your condolences, that type of thing.
Maybe you knew her son.
Oh, that would be good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe you were
yeah.
my son's best friend.
Yeah, that. I
Oh, Felix!
Oh.
And like you were best friends because we lived like, you know, like opposite, like you've been best
Cross
friends
each other?
since like I've known you since you were tiny type thing.
Oh.
And I know what your parents are like, maybe like I do know what they're like, but
Yeah.
we've never had that sort of conversation of what you're actually going through.
You haven't
You know?
seen them in a while though. You haven't seen the parents.
Yeah,
and like
but I've seen him go in and out.
Maybe he's like had the door open and you can see like out of the corner of your eye. Like,
Yeah, like
one
I
of
know
them
there's
on the
something
couch.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know he's not being looked after, but I'm not like
Oh,
privy
the
to every
feels.
single detail about it, you know.
That's.
I just
brutal.
really like
that.
the idea of a mother like looking for her son and a son who doesn't have parents. Like it's just so, you know, it's just such
a
a
good
vibe.
vibe.
Yeah, I like that.
Kind of like working
can I throw in
into
mine?
that, like. Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Okay, I don't know if it'll work. Like, this is like the first thing that came off the top of my head. Like, you guys are like going, like, in the process of like leaving, and like my character is like trying to see if she can like get a ride from someone, because like maybe with her little pharmacist job she doesn't have a car.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah.
needs a ride.
It might be
So
like,
she's
oh,
been hitchhiking.
Yeah, like you take the bus to work or something like that to get across town.
Yeah, or she's also at like the store that she works at, like getting supplies. Like, you know, it's a freaking Walgreens. They have food.
Yes, yes.
And like she's kind of like waiting outside, like, oh man, I need to ask someone for a ride, but I don't know how to do that.
Do you guys want to all live on like the 5th floor of the projects?
I think that's pretty cool.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
And maybe
agree
she
with
like
it.
recognizes like you guys coming out, so she's like, hey, I know this sounds weird, but like, do you think I can get a ride up north?
like,
She maybe
we've-
like
we've
overheard your
gone-
conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like we've gone to Walgreens type thing. We've come out with like stock, you know, like food for the supplies, things like that, and you know we're going somewhere, so you're just like, fuck it, it's now or never. I'm gonna ask. type
Yeah.
thing. But like because we all live on the same floor, you have that in to ask. You're not just like a rando.
Yeah, no, I've seen you, so I at least know you on some level, and you're not
Yeah.
a complete stranger. So
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'll take the risk and like just ask.
So I mean, that's how you get introduced into like the journey. But how do you know each other before that? Is my question.
I'd say yeah, in passing, like again, neighbors.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
You guys probably like frequented like the store that she worked at, either like picking up something, or she's seen you like in like the different sections of the store just in passing. So she knows
Like,
of
whenever
you.
we've been
You're
sick,
just
you're
not
the one
like.
we go to
Oh.
on the floor. Like you know,
Yeah.
someone's
I have-
cold, that sort of thing. Like they're like, oh shit.
Like
I
she'll
don't- I
give
don't
you
know
the
what's
defense.
best
Don't
medicine.
use this cough syrup. Use this.
Yeah,
one."
yeah, yeah. You sort of, it's like,
Oh.
oh, let me
I
ask my
have-
neighbor. I know she
ooh.
works in a pharmacy type thing.
I have
So you're kind
a
of like
connection
our
for
community.
Naya.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yes.
My character is diabetic.
Your character is. Wait.
Diabetic.
Diabetic. Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
I can
and-
work with that.
and
That
since-
yes.
Yeah. And since I am, since I have connection in San Francisco, I would like to have help if Meg allows it in her sleuthing and trying to figure out about the cult as a friendly neighbor.
Yeah.
Okay. So I need to ask you, Serge. So
Mhm.
to clarify, why are you going to San Francisco?
The news is saying I was helping because Meg's character, right,
Uh-huh.
in figuring out the cult and everything. Because Meg would probably do most of the research. I was just a helping hand. And then because I diabetic, I end up in a project escaping my father. News comes out that my father is making it a government sanctioned religion, which Meg's character will be affected by it. And I want, because I have a helping soul, so I wanted to help Meg. And then Naya found out about the car, and she needs to go to San Francisco, and I'm just there at tag along. It's like, hey, because I got to tell the Meg character, like, because if you're going to do this, I might as well confront my father as well, going to San Francisco, because I'm assuming Meg will tag along Arcturus.
It's all good.
It's
Yeah.
a mouthful.
Yeah, it is.
Gosh,
Yeah.
why are you doing this to us? Okay, so it sounds like wants to look more into the cult, right? And its leader, or just the cult in general, and help out Meg.
I'm helping Meg.
Okay.
I'm helping Meg because the issue is my issue is with my father. So I'm basically that type of dude that is occasionally at her place and say, look what I found out. It was searching the Neurocaster kind of situation. And just sending her links and everything. I'm a second set of eyes. Basically, because as my character acts like in terms of narrative is more of a supporting narrative, because has more of a supporting role.
Yeah, sounds like he's the Robin to her Batman.
Yeah, but I'm also but Naya's my Batman to my issue. So
I guess that's true. Because I'm looking at your goal is to expose your corrupt politician father. So going to San Francisco should help in some way, like reach that goal.
yeah, and that's some and probably in the cult. I don't know. This is DM prerogative, right? Maybe the cult and my father have some kind of dealing. If you ever watch the documentary The Family. Okay, The Family is a documentary regarding that all of the high-level politicians are connected by a cult. And it's not an official cult. It is a cult of influence. So you have the rich bankers going to the same school as the politicians, and you have all of that sorts.
Sorry, my sister was leaving. I had to talk to her real quick. Sorry.
Yeah.
But okay.
And then
Secret
Naya-
society
sorry.
conspiracy.
Oh, that's okay. So you feel like your dad is a part of some type of secret society conspiracy, and you want to
I would-
expose that.
I don't think so. I know so. One of the reason why I escaped, and because reason why I was disowned.
Do you know of it? Do you just know? Let's keep it vague so that I can work with it a little bit more. You
Okay.
don't know the entire details of the secret society, but you know that he's a part of one.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And maybe the cult leader. I saw the cult leader once in a gathering. Who wasn't yet a cult leader.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe he's like a friend of your dad's or something, so you've known him your whole life.
Kind of situation, yeah.
Ooh.
Not directly know him my whole life.
But like he's been around, like you don't know him, but like you've seen
Yeah.
him in meetings with your dad, like since you
Yeah.
were younger and that sort of shit. That's cool.
Yeah.
at the time, the cult leader was just like an up and coming, maybe just like leader that everybody looked up to, but not nearly as influential as he is now. He's like this charismatic guy. Everybody really liked him, looked up to him. Okay.
Yeah, and my father wasn't a high level politician, and suddenly he became high level, and suddenly the cult leader got big.
And we want to know why.
Cult leader is
Yeah.
stepdad. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God, no! Oh no, wait, the cult leader is my actual dad.
Twist.
Oh, good.
The politician.
For that reason-
These are in
Okay,
cahoots
so-
and not the way
For
you
that
think
reason,
it is.
Sir,
I
it
have the
sounds
perfect
like,
name now for my character.
Okay, real quick. It sounds like you're a runaway kid for your archetype.
No, I'm okay with. At this point, I don't really care about the archetype because this is going to be very heavy on the narrative.
So, you don't mind taking it then?
I don't mind.
Okay, cool.
Just so I know, and like I can have it like written down, underlined, bolded. Does investigator still work? Now that we know the actual character, like what she like, because it was like, oh, is she an armchair
should.
detective? Is she a PI? But like now that like I've explained like what she's investigating, does that still fit?
Yeah. She's investigating,
cool.
looking into the leader and
Lovely.
avenging her son, or getting revenge actually.
Do revenge.
Do revenge.
Do revenge.
Okay, so Surge is diabetic. Back to how we all know each other. Surge is diabetic, and what is like always talking to Naya's character, or does he just he's always going in for his medication, maybe? Or
I
what
get
is
my insulin from her.
Okay, that's what it's called. I forgot what it's called.
Insulin. Okay. So she probably like had some stockpiled, maybe like got some from her job.
Yeah.
Maybe you
'Cause, like,
stockpile
Yeah.
it especially
maybe,
for him.
Maybe her boss has like also gotten like what was the name of it?
What?
Ins-
The thing on their heads.
Oh,
They're
neurocaster.
like,
a neurocaster.
yeah, neurocaster. Yeah, the boss probably got also had like one on his head and just didn't come into work anymore, and no one's really looking over her, and
Yeah, you might be the only
if
one that's
she's
like,
on the road and everything is like going to crap, she's not really gonna get in trouble. At least immediately.
Let's make extra drama.
Yeah.
Insulin stock is very low, and the insulin production is in San Francisco.
Ah.
do you want that to be another reason you're going to SF?
That could be a good reason.
Yeah, but I was just thinking this is probably an opportunity for Naya to lie about how much insulin is left. For tension.
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh, that's horrifying.
Oh,
Okay, let me add to that. There's actually like let me add to. There's enough insulin for the journey, right? But she's gonna use it to try and like have leverage to get into the medical group. So it's like, oh, there's not that many, but there's actually enough. There is quite a bit.
That's
And she's
fair.
like kind of having her fingers crossed. Hopefully, we find another like
We'll figure it out as
pharmacy
we
on the
go,
way
sort
there.
of.
Yeah. Okay, it could be like
Yeah.
all over Pacifica, insulin production is low, and you know that. San Francisco is, I want to say it's low too, because they're looking for more. You have something that they
Yeah.
want, so you can.
We
that-
have more,
You have that moral
but I
kind
don't
of.
tell people.
Okay, I don't know how you're gonna be a doctor because they have
That's
that
so
they have
cool.
that oath that they're supposed to take, and you're
Look,
already
oath,
going against.
oath doesn't matter in the apocalypse.
Ah.
It's free for all.
I like
At
that
least
it's
I'm
like-
not doing
I
the
have
worst.
something.
I'm not holding it over people's heads. I'm just stockpiling it, and then we can distribute it out evenly instead of putting
I
it all
ha-
on one person.
The
That's the mentality.
She's gonna learn the Hippocratic oath and be like, oh snap.
It doesn't count if it's before, right?
It doesn't count if it's
I
like
have
before I
something.
became a doctor, right?
I have something for Naya.
Okay.
One of the news presented is
I'm
that they're
listening.
recalling all of the insulin because it's defected. Way better than running low is that they're recalling defect because the insulin of defects.
Can insulin be?
Oh, that's pushing. Ooh.
Yes, it can spoil.
I like it. Oh crap.
The number one thing about transporting
But
insulin
let's-
is that it needs to be cold.
That's true.
Oh. That's horrifying. I feel like you'd have like a warm case. It's like, yeah, we have plenty, and it's spoiled. It's just...
Let's keep the first one. I think it's a little bit simpler to kind of roll with. But I
Yeah,
like it. I
the
like it.
the first one is the first one is okay. So what it is like oh god, what is the first one? We're just low on insulin and we're just trying to get up north as soon as possible.
Like
Yes.
you have something
All of
the
Pacific-
facility you want in needs.
Yeah, all of Pacifica is low production for insulin. And so you know that San Francisco is also like there's been like posters sent out like, hey, if you have some like certain medical supplies, we're looking for it.
Bring it up.
Yeah.
Mm.
But it's like it's not like information
So that
that everybody knows. It's people in your field, so you would know this specifically. So that's why Serge's character doesn't know, and that's why you can keep it from him.
Okay, so like there is enough for like
Yes.
him, like just so he doesn't worry about it, but she also needs to have enough to like have some sort of like,
Buy.
hey, please let me in. I have this for you.
Yeah, exactly.
There's gonna be that kind of you're gonna have to make that hard decision because there's gonna come a time when either you don't have it, it gets stolen, or you're running low and he starts panicking.
That's true.
So
Yeah, and
We don't have to
I
worry about that right
am
now.
Cool way of carrying it.
Yeah.
Okay, we won't worry. I already have an idea of how I'm gonna carry it, and I'm in this. I'm locked
I
in.
am zoned in, man. Okay, so I'm gonna start. Okay, so for Arcturus, so the travelers have relationships to each other, whether they just met or know each other well. These relationships change due to what happens along the way. So to each of the travelers, you have a tension score ranging from 0. I change it to 3. The book says 0 to 2, but I just think like 3.
2's not enough.
Yeah, I thought 2 wasn't enough when we tested it out.
When like with mine and my ears characters in the two shot that we played, like we could have had about 7 tension by the end of it. Like if we'd really wanted to, it was like I don't.
Yeah.
2 is not enough. 2 is not enough.
But
I'm sorry.
we won't start off with 3 though, but there's a potential to go up to 3. So,
Okay.
like it says here, you either have 0, 1, or 2. So I'm gonna start with the Arcturus.
Okay.
For Meg's character, what tension level do you think you'd be with her?
I almost want to say 2, just because of the son's death. That's really loaded.
That's true. Okay. So what you'll do is, are you in edit mode in the character sheet? Okay, so go to the 3rd tab where it shows like the 2 people. It says tension. Don't change that. Just add in the traveler's name. Or, Meg, do you have a name for her yet?
Kath,
I'm sorry,
Ooh.
Kath, short for Catherine.
Catherine.
Kath.
Okay.
But
With a
She
K
goes
or
by
a
Kath.
C?
what's more American? C or K?
Okay.
See.
The non-American answers.
Only because you're from Cali, I'm gonna go with it. But I would usually spell it with a C, but I'm gonna go. But I feel like that's more.
I was thinking Catherine. K. K is the first one. So where it says traveler name, just add in Catherine, and then that's it. Okay. So actually, everybody will put in everybody's character name in that edit the character sheet. So next traveler name is for Naya. Do you have a name for her?
I actually don't.
If you don't, just put Naya there for traveler name for right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Serge, do you have a character name?
Of course, the name is Luke. I'm your father.
Oh God. His dad's name is Anakin.
Well, you can make it. We can
he have
make
a
it
last
Italian.
No,
Hmm?
no. We're not going that silly. What'd you say? Wait, what'd you say, Naya?
Wow, you think Italian?
Did he have a last name, or do these characters
Yeah,
have last names?
Catherine. What?
Burton.
Okay.
Okay. Bird.
There we go. So we got Catherine, Burton, Naya. Just put Naya there, and then Luke. So then once you press confirm, once you have all their names in there, you can change it to 2. It should show their names.
Oh, the page reloaded and cleared my progress. I apologize.
Oh wow.
So I'll
What,
quickly-
do you have a name for your character?
Oh yeah,
Arcturus?
sure. What's your
Ryan James.
Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. I'm actually him.
God.
Okay. Meg, you said
Catherine Burton.
Burton. How old is she?
Mm-hmm. Like 42. Let's go 42.
Okay. What's Luke's last name?
I want to make it very generic. I'll say White.
Okay. Arcturus, what did you say your character's?
Ryan James.
Ryan James. Okay.
Oh my god. The name of my dead son is James. What the fuck?
What? Oh
Big brain time.
Oh God.
What?
no! Sharing a
What?
brain
I thought
cell
you
over
said
here.
James the first
40
time. I was
chest,
like,
okay.
wait.
Okay. So okay. Let's see, Catherine. There we go. Let's see. And then James. Sorry, Ryan. Okay. And Luke. Okay, so it sounds like you got 2 with Catherine. Will it show up now? Okay, yeah, it's showing. Okay, so Naya. Oh yeah, how about Naya's character? It sounds like she's more of an acquaintance.
Yeah.
High tension with Luke though.
Yeah, I was thinking as far as the connection goes for my character and yours, Naya, if you're okay with it. My character being kind of like really curious about your field of study because you're heading all this way to become a doctor, and I feel like my character might pry a bit. It's like, how would you diagnose this person? Like, how do you know they're sick? And how that might cause issues because like where
Because she doesn't know, so she might be annoyed. Like,
I don't know everything. She reads, but like she
oh,
doesn't.
right.
She doesn't have like the specifics that you're supposed to know as a doctor.
That might bring up like some insecurities, and then
Or as well, if we all live on the same floor, maybe like you've gone to her for advice because obviously like you don't eat when you're in the neuroscope.
Yeah.
So maybe you've been like, like how would I maybe like what's the best way to help someone gain weight, that sort of thing. But like you're not telling her why you want it. You're just giving like this really vague like, like maybe like how do people gain weight? Is there like an injection for that? Do they have to be
Like I've seen it in
conscious for that,
films
you
that
know?
got that like wire. What does that do?
Yeah. Maybe
Oh,
that's like another...
oh, she said like maybe get a drip. Like that's the easiest way if you don't want to like if they can't physically eat or drink or anything like that.
yeah. Do you think that your character would have an idea of what he's talking about? Because maybe he's asking like very specific questions. They're like, what is going on? Why is he asking like?
I think like she doesn't know what's going on with him. Like she doesn't know that like what happened to his parents. Maybe she thinks like, oh, maybe he's taking care of like an older relative or something, and he he has issues if like a caretaker isn't there, so she'll offer her knowledge. She doesn't pry or anything because it's not her business, but she'll give him advice whenever he asks for it, without question. Because like he's a kid, like he's trying his best.
Okay. How old is Ryan?
19?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you
I
want it
think
to
it-
be lower than the drinking age?
Yeah, I think that would be good.
Okay.
Yeah. 19 sounds great.
19. Okay.
Okay.
And so wait. So yeah, how many tension points would be with Naya's character?
I think 1.
1. Okay. So that means 0 with Luke. Or maybe wait, is it? Sorry, am I reading this right? Tensions. At the start of the game, you have tension 1 towards 1, or 2 towards 1 or 2 of the travelers, and 0 towards the rest. So 1 towards 1 or 2. Yeah. So 2 of them get 1 or 2, and then 1 gets 0. So it sounds like then Luke would get 0 then.
Yeah.
It's like no tension. There's no question marks or unspoken thoughts or feelings. I guess that's the last connection. How are like Luke and Ryan connected?
Because I know it was mentioned a little bit that like Luke had like this insider knowledge about how San Francisco's laid out, and it's like
Oh,
almost like so like Ryan's kind of enraptured by that description. So it's
Maybe
almost
it's
like
like
instead
Luke's-
of yeah.
Maybe it's like Luke's descriptions of San Fran that made you decide to go to San Fran first to get like
Okay.
those pictures.
Mm.
Like him being like, "Oh, you've got the bridge and all these murals," and you're like, "San Francisco, that's where I need to go." Like he's the reason you decide to go there because of his descriptions.
there's
I
that.
spoke highly of the place.
So, does that lead us to believe that they have regular conversations? I mean, are they around similar age? Maybe that will help too.
I mean, no. I mean, I'm helping Meg's cat in her research. I always wanted to have my character a bit older, because probably around the 30s.
Ah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm a long disowned child kind of situation. Not the I'm a child and I just got disowned. I have that all of the tension gone, and I have put it to a more productive in terms of working in the project and community kind of situation. Because as I said, I am not because my character has a trust fund.
But he doesn't use. He doesn't.
Yeah, my no. So because my character is very pro community kind of situation. I actually want to have a high empath kind of character.
So.
For that reason that I'm trying. Yeah.
Okay. So my question is, the relationship between Luke and Ryan is. Are you guys just acquaintances then?
Yeah, I would say so. Like
More or
maybe like
less. Yeah.
Luke visits Kath, and like because Ryan comes to Kath's house to help with like chores and stuff. Maybe he overhears them talking, and so he's like, oh, this is Kath's associate or friend, so he's okay. So yeah, they have like a general idea of each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
We know of each other. Because we are more than like fresh acquaintance, but not close as friends.
Okay. Okay. Got it. That works. So no. Yeah. That's why there's 0 tension there. It's kind of like still need to learn about each other. And, okay. So sounds good. And then for Meg, oh sorry, Meg's not there. Meg. Meg. Okay. We'll go to you, Naya.
Okay, the only person I can see her, like, having tension with would be, Luke. And it would only be, like, internal tension because she knows about the insulin and he doesn't, so it's like she's trying real hard not to, like, expose too much to this kid. Like, it's stressing her out. Because,
Yeah,
like,
you
yeah,
can-
she wants to, like, help people, but, like, it's more so, like, help one person or help many people.
And achieve your
You
dream at the
know.
same time.
Yeah, like, I mean, achieving my dream is, like,
might be more-
good,
yeah.
but, like, really, it's solely about helping people, but, like, having my dream be fulfilled is kind of a bonus.
Yeah.
I mean,
There might be some selfishness in there too. That's okay.
yeah.
Like it's okay. Like
Mhm.
we're gonna get to it, but everybody has flaws, and that like we're not gonna all be like lawful good humans. Like it's okay. Like,
Yeah.
It could totally just be like, I'm tired of people calling me a fake doctor all the time, and I'm gonna shoot my shot, and I don't care who, I don't care who gets in my way, or something like that. Like, you know.
Oh, instead of being called like fake doctor, she's often like called by either like family or friends if they need help. Like, oh my god, you're the best back alley doctor I've ever been around, and
like
she
a
hates
little,
it.
yeah, like eye twitches. They don't notice. She's like, oh gosh.
She helps
Oh, you're
people.
welcome. I'm leaving now. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Like, she helps people, and they're like, "Oh, you're so good at this. You should be a doctor." Like, yeah, I know, I'm trying.
I know I tried, but money's a thing. Medical school ain't cheap.
Okay. Okay. So Ryan often sees Luke talking to Catherine. Okay. So let's set that to 2 for you and Luke. Naya.
Okay.
And who else? Let's see. How about for so you need to give someone at least level 1. So they give Ryan or Catherine.
Oh, Ryan or Cat?
Also, you're spelled Kath wrong, Meg. It's with a K.
I literally haven't typed it anywhere.
Sorry, Naya spelled it wrong.
What the fuck?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
I'm
I saw
sorry.
something wrong. I just assumed it was me.
Sorry.
Okay. Sorry. I usually spell Catherine with the C, so I keep forgetting that K exists.
Wait, hang on. Like Lauren taught me.
The letter K is a thing.
It is a K. Have you heard of the Kardashians?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she actually originated the Kardashian naming convention.
Oh, wow.
The Kardashian Catherine K.
The Kardashian K. So who would
The
you give 1
Kardashian
to,
K.
Ryan or Luke?
I'm not sure unless like someone can think of like what kind of tension could be had, because like I'm kind of blank on that front.
Like,
Really?
You could have
'Cause-
the 1 on Ryan because
Man,
he's asking
bro.
you these questions, and then your more important tension with Luke. Because you've got,
Okay.
like,
Oh, these
like
kids
Ryan's
getting on my
asking you
nerves.
questions.
That's what's happening.
Yeah, yeah.
Or maybe
These children getting on my nerves.
Or maybe-
I am in my.
maybe
No,
the
he's talking
tension
about-
I'm on my
comes from-
30s.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe the tension sort of comes from like him asking you these questions, and you kind of being like, why is he asking me these questions? But it's not important enough for you to actually like, you know.
Yeah, like asking him questions that like are completely unrelated to her journey, or she thinks is unrelated to the journey. But okay, I'll put on a 1. She's more so like, okay, I'm kind of tired of asking these questions, and him saying you should be a doctor. I'm trying to be one.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, but also, yeah, like if you look page 64, 1, suppressed or contained irritation, love, interest, or other feelings and thoughts. Like that's level 1. So, yeah, if you just have like suppressed irritation, that's level 1. That works.
Okay, suppressed irritation it is.
And then so 0 with Catherine. Then y'all are good. It's more just like it's like indifferent. Like I have if you hover over the little emojis. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So Meg.
I mean, I was gonna go 2 with Ryan anyway, so that matches because I kind of feel like she'd maybe sort of project a little bit, like she sees Ryan, like he was friends with Hassan, like she accidentally calls him James sometimes,
Oh my God.
that sort of thing, you know, like she's,
Awkward.
and yeah, and she's proper like if the idea of him being in danger, it's like no, you can't do that, like as if she's his mother, like she is not his mother at all, but like she's acting as though she is, you know.
Will,
Like-
I just want a moment where like James is like, "You're not
I'm
my
not him."
mom," or something like that.
Yeah,
Just
like
crazy.
you're not my mum. I'm not him.
Yeah.
Just leave me
Oh,
alone.
yeah, yeah,
type
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I can imagine.
Arcturus,
Yeah.
write that down.
And then with
Most
Luke,
definitely.
and then with Luke, I was thinking probably 1 because obviously like
He's helping you
Like-
out or something.
yeah, but like there's also like you were close, like you knew this person, like.
Mm-hmm.
Like you knew the man that took my son from me, like,
I'm
and
gonna
it's
say
completely
she didn't
irrational.
really,
but
he
like,
didn't really know him, but he knows of him for sure.
I thought it was
That
like
doesn't-
he
I
was
thought-
friends with his dad and stuff. Like that's,
He said he
friend.
No,
saw
but
him
not-
around his dad.
Oh, not friends with his dad. Okay.
Yeah, but
I was gonna say.
no, it's fine.
I like.
No, I like it because for the sheer reason, because that will create a dynamic. I'm helping you out, but I'm also irritating you at the same time, so I'm getting collateral damage of your emotions
Yeah, like
because
you
I'm the
being
one
around.
closest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're, like at present, you're the closest in her vicinity to this man, and yeah, you're helping her, but like.
Yeah.
I want to keep a certain mystery around the cult leader, so I don't want anybody
yeah,
to
100%.
know too much.
No,
about it.
yeah,
I like. Yeah.
I pictured it as like maybe Luke when he was like younger, like maybe he's a teen or something. Like he saw like him going to meetings with his dad, so like that sort of awareness. Not like he knew him and knew his name or anything, but like when he saw him again on the news
Okay,
as a cult
so-
leader, he was like, oh,
Let's figure this out because you're saying that Luke's dad is in SF, but how would your son see him with his dad if his dad lives in SF and you guys are in LA?
no, not my son. Luke would have seen the cult leader with his dad going into meetings and stuff.
Ah, okay. So I thought you said your son saw Luke
No,
and his dad.
No, me.
No. My
mind,
son
never
and
mind.
Luke
Okay,
have never.
Okie dokie. Okay,
I
and
think
then
maybe-
so 0 with 9.
Yeah, maybe a 1. Yeah.
Okay.
Because then it's kind of like evens is. I don't know. I like it when it all matches. I'm sorry. I'm like.
Let me
really weird
see.
about it.
Oh my god. Okay. And search. So you can give a 2 and a 1 to someone.
It will be a 2 on Cat, just for the sheer irritation of because the way she wants to go about with the cult leader. So we have a disagreement on how to do that shit, like quite openly, and probably a 1 in. I would say, because Ryan.
Oh,
Because I don't like the idea of people going to San Francisco and suddenly everybody wants to go in San Francisco and now I'm just irritated by it. It's like I'll be along for this ride because I want to help you, but do note, I'm not 100% on board in this idea.
Oh, okay. So it's 2 with Kat, right? Catherine.
Yeah,
Okay, and 1 with Ryan. 0 with.
because I'm more worried that they want to. I'm really worried because I have interacted them with the most that they're going to San Francisco and I know what shit is happening in San Francisco.
Yeah. Makes sense. Okay, so we got
Yeah.
Luke White. We got sorry, I'm changing the names on the characters. Catherine Burton. Did I do it to the right person? Oh, yeah.
Just got rid of all my attention.
I wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready.
Don't touch me. I'm so sensitive right now.
Literally.
Oh Lord.
Okay, at the top of your character sheet, because I don't want to mess it up like I just did Meg's. I'm sorry. Go ahead and change it to your character's name. Okay.
When you're ready.
When you're ready. Oh my god, I'm sorry I forced myself on you. Okay, so
Phrasing.
we got the tensions going. Next thing, let me look at your character sheet. I think I want to do. We got the goal. The next is what is the threat that is following you? Everybody has a threat.
Following, does it need to, because can it be where I'm heading? Because I would assume I never told them. Oh no, would Kat know that I am a politician's child? What's more tension making?
I was
That
gonna
I
say,
lied
feel
about
like,
that?
Yeah, I feel like yeah, you knew of him sort of thing, but she doesn't know how you knew of him. She doesn't know like how she doesn't know how you know all this stuff.
I have a
Maybe.
better one. I probably would have pretended that I was a employee under that set because that politician, my father. So I have like insider knowledge, but it's actually childhood thing, like growing up knowing this thing. So I'm passing it on as like because like I worked there before.
I don't think Catherine knows about the politician and his involvement
No.
just yet. I think your sole goal is
fair
just
enough.
like I need to find this cult leader. She doesn't know. She doesn't have anything. She doesn't know about your father's involvement yet. This is something that's kind of like metagamey.
Okay. In that regard,
Yeah.
I'm just from San Fran. Actually, what would have Kat and the gang know about me?
Yeah, that's up to you. What do you think he would share? And
Like-
also, how long has he been in LA? I guess.
Sometime. I think he ran away from some time ago. It's not fresh. This is all background knowledge
Okay,
for him.
so-
Is he ran away, got disowned quite like because in his late teens maybe, and he just made his way down to LA, ended up in the projects.
Oh, so maybe you've been there for like at least 15, like 13 to 15 years. Kath doesn't know that the politician's your father. That's okay.
Hmm.
But anyway, yeah, get back to my original question. What is your threat? And I will explain like what that is. Yeah, decide each traveler's personal threat. I can do that myself, or you can have like an idea as well. It's kind of like a thing that's maybe you're trying to run away from something or something haunting you. It's a group, or it's a person. Maybe it exists in the physical world. Maybe it exists in the neuroscape, which is like where when you put on the neurocaster, you go into the neuroscape. It could be some type of past sin, personal threat. So what would you think?
I feel like stealing insulin might cause some problems.
You think? Yeah.
I don't know.
And the
Maybe
cool packs.
that's an idea.
And the cool packs.
Yeah.
You're walking pharmacy. I think everybody wants to have a piece of you. I mean, the piece of what you're carrying.
Oh crap! I might get kidnapped. That's fun.
Oh, okay, that's a good one. Do you want your threat to be like your employer actually finds out or something like that? Or it could be like once people find out what you have,
Or-
you become a target.
Not my specific employer, not like my boss, but like corporate.
Yes. Yeah.
They send the popo after me.
Gotcha. I like it.
Because you took the goods specifically. Like, they're like, that's our property, bitch.
Yeah,
They
like
don't
she
give a
has
fuck
no
about
boss.
you.
Nobody was watching her. She may have forgotten about the cameras. Who knows?
Because it's all like, it's
yeah,
all like
CCTV.
big, it's all like big corpo stuff, right? So like, I feel like they would be like, we don't give
Yeah.
a fuck about you as a person. We just care about the.
Like,
fact
why
you
would
stole
you give
from
this
us."
out for free? Why are you taking our merchandise?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And you're trying to be a doctor and all these unlawful practices you're doing. Oh, this is great.
Capitalism getting in the way again. You're already starting the apocalypse, and now you're gonna get mad at me for stealing insulin.
Yeah.
Things people need to live. Okay.
Uh-oh, we're getting too real.
Now I feel justified. Now I feel justified stealing it.
That's true. That's why
The
people
guilt
steal.
gone.
You know what would be also very, very on Naya's mind? Because if I need to eat and I need to take insulin, so you need to gauge on how much I eat to make sure I don't take way too much insulin.
Oh,
Because you're using it
yeah.
as your bargaining chip.
Oh,
You know-
it's up to you because I feel like.
Oh God,
They'll be like making him like you're taking care of him and now he's your child. Oh. I don't know.
Not
yeah, she has a pseudo
necessarily.
kid, or like she becomes like a traveling pediatrician or something.
No, it's more the dynamic on you're not gonna tell me what not to eat or something like that, but you'll make sure that because the less food stops kind of situation. Because you're trying to conserve.
Maybe not less food stops. Maybe like keeping some of the like, I don't know. I guess like the good tasting food for herself, not because she like eats it. Like she probably doesn't even like these
Yeah.
things. It's just so your like sugar doesn't spike too much.
Yeah. So you gotta put me full keto.
Yeah, full keto diet in the apocalypse. Yeah.
Oh God, good luck. Okay.
Oh god.
So
Sure as heck try.
I will say in this game, other stuff that you don't really pay attention to does matter here. So like making sure you eat and drink, like that's all tracked here. Like making sure you have enough gas in your car, so because you will run out. So we will be like, so because I'll be like, hey, you guys haven't eaten. Yeah, you know, in D&D, you kind of just like forego it. You know,
Yeah, I
Always
know.
have food, always have water. There's always gonna be a town that like has a tavern or something.
Yeah. So, yeah, and then, you know, we're tracking the money, how much you guys are spending. Like, if you find a diner or a motel, something like that, where you want to stay. So we got your threat, Naya. Next, Ryan. What do you think his threat would be? This one's interesting. Because
I
you're
was
19,
thinking-
so you're technically an adult, so it can't be like CPS.
Yeah, that's I was thinking along that line. But like, who would come for him? Like, unless it's like a neighbor who was like, "Wait a minute, he's like."
I don't
And again, that it would be weird. But I was thinking, I don't know if this is too intangible, but like running away from that fear of the neurocasters and kind of just that the electric state, like just because of how like addictive it is. But again, that is I don't
that
know.
threat sounds like it's like an internal type fear that you're running away from.
Mhm.
It does need to be more of like an external thing.
An external thing.
Yeah.
Because yeah, you can't. The other thing I was thinking of, and you can't really run away from this because it's already kind of a thing. Where it's
Yeah.
like that ticking clock of his parents slowly wasting away.
Oh, huh.
Yeah, I can't really
It's
run
something
from
that
that.
like it could cause you harm. It might
Where,
also prevent your progress, a longer journey, so that kind of thing. It could be
We're like kind of we're meant to be like kind of poor, right? So like a lot of people and teenagers and stuff take on or are put in Centra facilities, aren't they? Like the character that I had in the session 0, she jumped the walls of one of them.
Sentry?
So maybe he was like, maybe he was like meant to start one of those, and instead of starting there, he took off, and it's Sentry who are like.
Wait,
after
do they
him.
have?
If you need it to be after,
Are you
yeah,
saying
that was in the notes of my other character that I
That-
did on the pre-gen.
that
She
what?
was in a Sentry thing. I don't know, not a camp or anything. Like she was meant to be like in a school or work there or something, but she hopped the fence and ran away.
What was your character's name?
So maybe
again?
it's like
Nancy.
Nancy. Yeah,
Uh,
it was like you lasted a week before hopping the fence.
after graduating
so maybe
high
he
school,
was like,
you were indentured to Sentry as part of their youth training initiative.
yeah,
you
maybe
lasted
he's
a
part
week
of
before
that,
you climbed the fence.
and he just didn't turn up. So they're like, well, where is our fucking?
Oh.
Where is our? Like
Just
it's an extra,
didn't
it's
show
an extra
up.
body. Like he's indentured to them. Maybe he was meant to go do that.
So
but he's
where did he
not.
go? Oh god.
But like if he's indentured, it's like they own him, right?
I don't know. I don't know if the book really explains this further, because when you mentioned it, I was like, oh, that's not a thing. But it could be something that I kind of like homebrew.
I mean, if you just need a threat like coming after you, it doesn't like
No, that makes sense.
Sentry's
like-
pretty scary to have coming after you.
Sentry is scary. Biggest
They are
company
pretty
and
scary to have coming after you. Like maybe you were like due to start there, and instead of doing that, you went to San Fran instead, and
Oh.
like because you're indentured to them in their youth training thing, they're like, that's an asset. We
That
need
we
to go
need to-
get this asset, and then maybe
Oh.
they have like I don't know, like their own police force type thing specifically to hunt down runaways.
They just sent drones.
Yeah.
Yes.
They could send
Yes.
drones. That's true.
That's so good.
Oh.
That's so
Sentry
good.
does have that type of money. They're like
Yeah.
billionaires. So they're the Amazon of the electricity.
Yeah.
So if you wanted
That
to
sounds
have
Like, I see,
horrifying,
like-
and I
Yeah,
love that. Just like taking a picture and just gets grabbed. Like, oh god.
Yes, exactly.
Literally. But Sentry's pretty scary to have coming after you, I reckon.
Oh, you do not want Sentry after you.
Do.
So I'm going to expand on the youth training initiative. I'm going to say it's like where you're going. I would say they use this to like prey on low income and like poor families.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're kind of taking care of yourself. You found they pay, it's like meager pay,
Oh.
very cheap, and you're like, I need to make some type of money, like my parents, everything's going down. Yeah. Obviously, youth training doesn't need to be like specifically anyone under 18, but like
Mhm.
youth is like just young people, so say mid-20s or something like that, up to there.
Like instead of the welfare
Impressionable
state,
before
They're
your brain is
indentured.
fully developed until that age. That's what they're looking for. So, what? And you ran away or something? Maybe it was just like,
you just didn't
Maybe-
enough work.
Is there a way you get paid in advance and then he just didn't show up that first day? So they're like, we paid this guy, he didn't even give us any time.
yes, yeah. Oh, they have that. That's the incentive.
The big payout at the start.
They're like, here's this check, sign right here.
And now you belong to us.
Get your stuff. Like, go
That's
home.
why I
get-
always read the TOS.
Yeah, go home, get your stuff ready, and you'll come back, or we'll have someone like pick you up or something like that. And
Oh.
you were already gone on your way to SF.
Yeah.
But this is all just like because you need money. Like your parents are wasting away. You got to take care of yourself and them somehow. You know.
Yeah.
How does that sound?
It sounds great.
Oh,
Like, I love like the panic of just being like, oh, we gotta go now.
Yeah. There's like an urgency to it. Like.
Oh, I love that. Let me write that down. Was it-
And then whether or not the rest of the group know that you're.
Yeah, do you
indentured
think they would
is Up to
know?
you.
or do you just think-
He would want to keep it a secret. Like
Ooh.
he's like, oh, this is just for fun. Like I'm not running from anything. I don't know what those drones are.
Okay, I don't know what those drones are.
I didn't turn up to my first day. I don't know what they are.
Putting everybody's life at risk. Oh, I don't know why they're specifically targeting us.
We must be trespassing
And then,
somehow.
and then maybe Naya's character is like, oh my god, they're after me.
Oh God! Who knew stealing medication will get you in trouble?
So she's like, oh my god, I got my employer and Sentry after me. But like Ryan knows that Sentry are actually after him. Like, so
Oh,
he just
God.
lets her fucking panic about it.
I can throw something there with that too. Let's just make it all a trifecta. I will think that's my father going after me.
Oh my god, you guys are all just paranoid. Except for Kathy, she'd be like, I don't know, I have nothing to do with it. Yeah, I'm gonna call you a lot of things. You're called Catherine. You'll be called Kat, Kath, and Kathy.
That's fine.
So just be ready
That's
for that.
fine. That's true.
Kit Kat.
Kit Kat.
Ah, that's cute.
Cataker. What?
Catacombs. Okay, so this is interesting. I love homebrewing stuff like this. So I'm gonna do like a whole backstory for this initiative and give it a name. This is the fun
yeah,
part for
buddy.
me. This is why I like doing this part. This is the homebrew stuff I like creating, like just corporations and all that good stuff. So their deal is that they target low-income families and pay you up front a large sum. It's kind of like those not slumlords, but it's kind of like when big like mobs want to have you under their thumb, so they'll be like, here's $5,000, but you have to pay us back with interest. And so you're like, and you're desperate, so you need it, but then you're never able to pay them
So
back,
banks?
and they know that. So now they own you, and so it's kind of
Yeah.
like that. They offer this large sum, which all these poor people know, like, oh my god, so like salivating over it. They know that they can never pay it back. And probably there's a lot
But
of
they literally have no choice.
yeah, exactly. It's probably like, I don't want to say like youth internment camp, but it's like adjacent. Like there's just a lot of like young people working there, you know, it's like that. So they pay you a large sum, and maybe they even promise that they'll send some back to your family. Okay. Say James signed up.
Ryan.
Brian.
Sorry.
It's very confusing because my last
heck
name's
is
the
James?
same.
I've been writing
James is my son. James is my son.
Why?
I can change James's
Well,
name to
no.
Justin.
I could change my last name too. I did choose the most confusing thing.
Brian James. That's fine. Oh, you know what? Yeah, the two first names is getting me. So
Yeah.
Brian, like just a normal non-first name last name.
Bolton.
Ryan.
Whittaker.
No, that's too close to Burton. You can't have Bolton. I was like, off somewhere.
I was gonna say
Evans.
Scott, but Scott is also a first name.
Whittaker.
I already said Whittaker.
Let's see.
Right? Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and think about that. So Ryan signed up.
I was gonna say Johnson, but that's a person. That's like I think a director.
That is the director. He directed the second Star Wars, The Last Jedi.
Nice
It was
out.
not good. We will not get into it. Okay. Took the money, and
I guess
Money.
Ryan Brown.
That's my surname.
Hey.
Oh
skin
my
color. Sorry, I thought we were all just kind of like finding ways we related to
That's the color of my eyes. Oh shit.
eye color.
That's also my eye color and my hair color.
Yeah.
It's just really weird that like Arcturus named his character's surname after
So original.
There's some
dad's
kind
son,
of
and
psychic link.
and then my surname.
Okay, literally just
my
Arcturus look up a
God.
list of last names
Okay.
and choose from them.
Like,
Next he's gonna
and just close your eyes and
My
click
last-
on one.
he's gonna be like Wilson. I'll be like, that's my last name. My God.
You can use my last name. I just
If you say Gilmore, I'll be like, no.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Okay, took the money and ran. Now they are.
fuck it, just use Kardashian.
Oh my God.
You might not know, but we...
Alternate reality.
You know, like how the boys in the Kardashians aren't given the K names. Like, because Brody's like a stepchild and that sort of thing. Maybe it's the same thing.
I
Maybe
think
Ryan
Rob
was
could
the
have gotten a
secret.
K name. I don't know why they. Well, no, they named him after his dad, so that makes sense actually. Never mind.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay, so we got Ryan was indentured to Century as part of their youth training initiative. He escaped, and now they're after him. Naya, what do you think? Oh, I already got your threat. Meg.
I want it to be my husband.
Oh yeah, let's talk about
Like,
like, 'cause
not-
you guys aren't. Yeah.
So,
the
we
other parts
ended
of your
on-
family.
It was literally, his name's Harold. It was literally just, you know how like the majority of parents who have a child that dies, like they it's really hard for them to stay together. Like it was just the chasm was too big. Like he was able to sort of like grieve healthily and move on, and she just like couldn't. Like she just couldn't get these like daydreams sort of thing. So she leave, like they break up. She leaves him. Still amicable. Like they're not like I hate you. Da, 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 it's your fault sort of thing. Like
Well,
still amicable.
I mean, it's still my NPC, so.
I mean, fair enough. I'd like to think they'd end
Go
on
ahead.
amicable-ish terms.
Sure,
then.
sure, yeah.
But like, he knows that the reason, like, it's obvious that the reason was because she couldn't grieve properly, sort of thing. And maybe he still visits and that sort of thing. They're literally just not married anymore. So he turns up one day once we've gone to San Fran, and he knows exactly where she's gone because like it's all she thought about whilst they were together.
Why
he
is
just
he,
knows.
Why is he following you? What does he want to do?
Because he doesn't want her to do that. Like, it doesn't. That doesn't have
he
to
did
be the
that
way.
revenge mission. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like that. You know, like he still cares about. Like they still care about each other. They just couldn't make it work with the gap, like with the chasm between them of like how they grieved and that sort of thing. So he
I
still
think
cares about her. She still cares about him.
I think it's interesting that he's has been working so hard to get through this and get over it, and your mind is always like, okay, so I found this and this and this. He's like,
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
Kathy,
Exactly this.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to move on. This is not working, you know.
And she's like, "How can you move on? Like, how can you just like accept it and move on?"
I
sort of thing.
can't. You're
Yeah,
a mad
exactly.
woman. I'm making him
Sort of
British.
thing.
I'm kidding.
So like they still care about each other, sort of thing. And it's not like he's hunting her down to like, but he is actively trying to stop her from achieving her dream.
I still
Of
care
killing this
about
man.
you, love. But you're sick.
I don't know why I play with you anymore.
Look, I get it. Like, she voiced a character named Miles, and he haunts my dreams. He haunts my dreams now. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I know!
Should I play? I'm gonna play Miles' theme song. Don't tell him, Mike.
No!
Don't tell him.
God.
Hold on. Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna die. Okay, hold on.
It's what I heard every time he walked into a room, and now I can't unhear it.
Oh,
I can't unhear it in my
And
head.
my ears,
I'm
like, I'm going to
excited.
traumatize you further by playing it again and showcasing your reaction
With
to
a
everybody
huge
else.
Miles in an apocalypse. Oh my god, he wouldn't survive.
here we
He
go. I'm
would not
sharing the
survive.
audio too, so you guys should be able to hear this when I share it. Here we go.
Not the magic
just a
Mike song.
bastard.
This haunts my nightmares.
Oh my God.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
I for weeks was like, I have his theme song, you guys. It's great. And then I finally played it, and everybody like left. Yeah, everybody. Like, I'm
Look,
done.
I'm
Bye.
just glad. I'm just glad, like now, that it wasn't Daddy's Home by Usher. I'm glad it wasn't that.
Oh my
'Cause
gosh.
that would have been worse.
Okay, her. I'm gonna say to end her unhealthy revenge mission.
Yeah. But yeah, like, they still care about each other. It's just... It's like, it was just too painful for those two to be around each other because they were just on different ends of the spectrum of grieving, you know?
Yeah.
But like, as soon as like they still meet up and stuff, but it's just they just maybe like to probably talk about their son or whatever, I don't know. But like, they still not meet up, but like they still check in on each other, sort of thing. And he checks in on her. She's left for San Fran, and he's like, "Fuck's sake."
Are you sure he
'Cause
didn't?
he knows where she's
You're not
going.
like leaving a note or something like.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe she just says "Gone San Fran," and he knows what that means. Like, she just leaves that on the door because she knows that he'll come looking for her.
Does he have a key to your house? Are you guys that close?
Yeah.
Yeah? It's up to you, but I was thinking like a note would be interesting, just to be like, I know that you think this, I shouldn't do this, but I have to.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
know
that's
you
something
won't
better.
understand.
Yeah. Yeah, you won't get it, but this is for me. I'm choosing this for me for once. And like, but in his mind, it's like, you've only ever chosen yourself in your grief. Like,
I think he still loves her, and that's why he. Because if you don't love someone, like you're not taking all this time to like.
oh yeah, no, they
Drive
do still
8
love
hours.
each other.
Yeah, up
It's
to
just, you know, it's just like, it's just not, it just can't right now. Like, with, until she sorts
She's
her
just
shit
a
out,
friend,
basically.
guys.
I don't even know her.
You don't even go here. Do you even
But yeah,
know
it's like
her?
in her mind, it's she cannot move on and have a normal life until this guy's dead, and in his mind, it's why can't you let this go?
Yeah.
Like, you
It's
know?
very like Punisher-esque. Okay. Serge, what is your threat?
Oh well,
What
the
is
ex-husband.
Luke has an ex-husband?
No.
What?
Meg's ex-husband.
What? Why?
Because I've been helping her for a revenge mission. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. I was gonna say because he's competition or something. I don't know.
No.
Whatever. Fine.
FYI, my character is gay.
Fine. I don't care. I don't even care.
Um,
But yeah, what is Luke's threat? And if Ryan has a new last name, I will take that as well.
Honestly,
Oh yes, it's Brewer. Is that related to like?
You're all
I'm
good.
so nervous. Like it's like, oh, that's my dog's name. Like,
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. Okay.
I would say just my father.
Okay. What is he trying to do?
I mean, I think part of me being disowned by him is never to return to San Francisco.
Okay, the threat is.
I could
okay, so
imagine that.
The threat is. It's like it kind of comes with you along the journey. It's not just at the end, not the destination. So your father's just there.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so a few things that is already stand out because there's this ex-husband who probably won't like me helping cat out. I have because literally my diabetes issue, which is Naya literally making an issue.
My life is in your,
I have my
or your
opinion.
life is in my hands.
Yeah, like because I don't because I'm only a tag along. Not really only a tag along, because I am reluctant to go about the way Meg is doing it. I guess like in terms of it, if you're talking about all the physical threats, I think my hands is pretty much in the life of the other players. But if you need to add something specific, because I probably assume get panic if thinking my father would find out that I am back in San Francisco. So
That okay? I think once again that's just a threat that only can appear in SF. So what's something that can come
Maybe.
along the journey?
I don't know what else to add to my character at this point. Because I don't like to be overwhelmed by all of the possible things that can get me wrong. And additional external threat for that matter.
Do you want me? I can come up with a threat and just surprise you in game.
Yeah, sure. I'm not against that. Because
Okay.
because from a perspective of a like points of narrative in the limited time slot of 7 to 10 sessions.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, maybe
it seems like it's
Yeah, I'm trying to see. If it was a longer campaign,
like-
we could definitely get to everybody's threats and like flesh it out. But 7 to 10.
Yeah, so the issue is that at this point, like the way I've seen it, like we have a midpoint tension regarding the insulin and the ex-husband suddenly appearing, or plus Sentry picking up, because our dearest Ryan over here. I don't think a fourth one that would merge all of them together, because it will open a plot hole.
I hear you. Yeah. So you're saying like
Yeah.
the what we have already is good.
Yeah, and because I would have the end threat, in the sense that once we're in San Francisco, that's where
Oh.
mine comes in.
Yeah. Okay. As long as you don't mind that. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to look at it in the perspective on how can you create a narrative in 7 to 10 sessions, and I think we have enough in terms of midpoint encounters and etc.
We definitely do. Okay. So there's that. So next, page 115. Why stick together? As a part of set of
Insulin.
Yeah, the GM or the group should figure out why they share the same vehicle. So, next question. What are you guys driving? What's the vehicle? It's 1997. Doesn't have to be a 97 car.
Mitsubishi 90s kind of car. I forgot what mark.
Oh, yeah. Also, whose car is it?
It's Meg's, of course.
Okay, so it's Kathy's car. What do you think Kathy's driving? Just popped into my head.
I don't really know cars. I don't drive, so
Mitsubishi.
yeah.
Mitsubishi.
Sure. Mitsubishi. Yes. I don't.
Don't worry, I don't know cars
Mitsubishi,
either. I just
Toyota.
said it because it's a really funny word to say, Mitsubishi.
I don't know cars at all. I imagine like something like she probably bought it new once she split up from Harold. You know.
How
kind
long?
of beat up.
How long have you been divorced?
We're not divorced. We're just split up. It's strange.
Oh,
we're in the process of
we
a
were
divorce.
on a
legal.
break.
We're in the process of a divorce. You know, like he died a year ago. Maybe 2 or 3 years ago then. Yeah, I think maybe 2 or 3 years ago he died. So within a year, they'd sort of split up. So
Okay.
the car that she's bought is like 2 years old, but like it's probably proper beat up because she bought it on a single income.
Car.
So
Let me see
any car that fits that type of description.
I'm
single
looking at a
mum-
popular 95 car. Is she a truck lady?
No.
I don't picture her as a truck
I was not
lady.
asking you, Serge.
I didn't picture her as a truck lady anyway.
Okay, let's just do this car.
What's the fucking Ford? No, it can't be a Ford Anglia. That's,
Oh,
the only
that's a
car I
British
know.
car. Never mind.
Oh, what, you don't have British cars in the US?
I don't know.
We have American cars.
Yeah, we have American and Korean.
What do cash? Wait, do you have cash guys over there or no?
That sounds cool.
What'd you say?
Nissan Qashqais. They're like, oh, that's a 2024 model, but like a 90s version of one. Because they're kind of big, but they're not like a.
You want to just? I'm looking at the basic like Nissan Altima. Like 95.
Yeah, sure, that one.
Okay.
That's fine.
What color?
Whatever.
You want black or
Ooh.
red, or white?
Make it white, please.
We can have it white if you like. I don't have a preference.
Okay. Those are kind of ugly.
That's my character's last name.
Here we go. Okay, so here's the, can I copy the image? Can I send it here if I press paste?
I think it might be an image file, but we should get it.
Let's see. Paste. Nope. Okay. What if I just copy image address? That might not. We'll see. It might do it. Here, send.
Ooh.
It's the image of the car. It's all right.
Ooh. Fancy.
Yeah, that's chill.
So you got a 95 Nissan Maxima. I'm only asking because like the game does care about this stuff. So, are you driving then, Meg?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to put all the stats in for the car.
Oh, fucking hell.
Fucking hell.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
Bollocks.
Bollocks, mate.
Fucking bollocks.
This is not bollocks. Actually, me and my sister were like, let's say all the British stuff, but just with our American accents. It doesn't sound right. We're like, hello, mate.
Nope.
Hi, mate.
Yeah, mate's weird for Americans to say.
Yeah.
You're like, buddy.
No.
I was out with my mates last night, and we got proper pissed, and I couldn't even walk
What?
straight home.
Nah, you wouldn't. I don't. Yeah, I mean, you would say piss, but like,
I was pissed
I don't
last
know.
night, and
lathered's a good one.
they
I
took.
like using lathered.
I asked them, "Are you
Leathered?
Legless. We say legless
are you
a
taking the
lot.
piss out of me right now?"
I mean, that we do say that, but not.
It just doesn't.
No.
sound right.
You don't say you taking the piss. You say you taking the fucking mick. That's
Are you taking the mig?
mick, as in mick.
Oh,
as in
are you
Michael
taking?
Jack-
Are you
like
taking?
Mick.
Yeah, are you taking the mig?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. See, like, I mean, that sounds better than are you taking the piss in your accent.
I feel like my response to that, like, would be to
Like,
laugh
excuse
and do
me?
a Mickey Mouse accent.
Oh,
If another American
From-
said that to me, I would laugh and then do a Mickey Mouse impression and then walk away and have them contemplate
I always
that.
thought Mickey Mouse is kind of where it came from because he's like a little family thing, you know, like he's a little jokey joker. It's like you taking the mick, like
Oh.
that's where I thought it came from. But I don't know.
I
I say
don't-
loads of weird shit.
He
like-
seems to be a wholesome guy, so I don't know.
Wait until I teach you Cockney rhyming slang. Wait till I teach you that.
are you?
Oh god.
I think.
Nah.
Hey, bruv, are you taking the mic? Just so American.
Are you dizzy, bruv? That's what you'd say.
Are you Disney? Do you even listen
dizzy,
to?
bruv?
My favorite rapper is Stormzy. Duh.
It's not my favorite.
What the hell?
But Stormzy is very good.
Okay,
Would
so
recommend a listen.
what type of vehicle is it? Is it 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive? You don't care. It's
What the
2-wheel.
fuck does that mean?
It doesn't matter. It just means that two.
I'm literally, you know that
It
one
doesn't-
TikTok audio when you don't understand something and it's people going hip party protect. That's literally all I'm hearing.
Okay, sorry.
You're like, what model is it? And all I hear is hip party protect, scavern. I hear Similish.
Nissan Maxima. 95. You got it, 95.
I can't. I
What
can't.
traits,
I'm deceased.
I'm gonna say, does it have any traits?
Ooh.
I feel like she bought it specifically because she knew she was going to end up traveling to get this guy. So whether she's like pulled out like the boot and stuff to make more room for like, you know, like pulled out like the backing between like, do you know what I mean? To like add to like carry more stuff. She knew it was going to be like
this-
a long journey. Or maybe she's added like a roof rack or something to it.
Roof wrap.
Roof rack.
Roof wrap.
Oh, rack.
Rack?
Yeah. You don't have
Yeah.
roof racks?
Oh.
What
we-
are roof racks?
We do. You could put like your like snowboards and stuff on it.
Yeah,
Surfboard?
or like extra suitcases.
Oh,
and
for a
that sort of
car. I was thinking for a house. I'm like, who's putting a rack on a roof?
shit. Girlie, at what point
Don't
were we
judge
talking
my
about houses?
lifestyle.
I know we're talking about cars, but my brain did not connect those two things.
Quest?
Yeah, I feel like because she knew that like this was the reason she bought the car. Like, yeah, she needed one anyway, but like she bought it specifically something that could do long distance, something that she could mod if she needed, you know. So like maybe she's like pulled out like some of the stuff in this like down the sides to like fit more stuff. I don't know.
It's a
Ooh,
couple
car
years old.
mods.
Is it still relatively like new looking, or do you not just have like dings on it or scratches? It's white.
I mean, I imagine it's probably got like maybe like a couple of like dents on the side doors or something like that. Like she got it cheap, but she didn't care how it looked. She just needed to know that it would like go far.
Okay. Yep. And a Nissan will take you where you need to go.
Gorgeous.
Next is everybody has shared items. So the travelers each start the game with a Neurocaster and one personal item. In addition, the group has 3 items stored in the car to be shared by everyone. So, what do you guys think? It's on page 63. What do you guys all want to share? This is important.
Wait, can we decide what our personal things are first, so that we can sort of like
Oh, sure. Yeah.
just so like then we can decide as a group. So we're like, oh well, we've already got that, you know.
Yeah, based on your
My
archetype.
PDF is saying 104, like 104 pages, and when I get to 63, it's like the devotee page.
Yeah, the pages are kind of messed up.
Oh, sorry. It might be because you have the player's guide you're looking at.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll have a look-see.
You could just type it in. Maybe I think it could be look.
It doesn't give me a typing option, unfortunately. I'll scroll through it. What does the title say for like the page?
I'll have a look for you.
It doesn't. It's just a table. It doesn't have a
Oh,
title.
it's just a table.
All
top-
vehicles. We're on vehicles. Hang on, we might be at shared items here.
Oh my god, there's no table of contents? What? What kind of blasphemy?
Oh! I think I found it. Page 58.
Does it say shared
58.
items at the top of the table?
It does indeed.
There it is. Thank you.
There you go. Okay. Based on your archetype, everybody has a certain Neurocaster that they can choose from. They could choose, and then one personal item.
I want the best of the best. So is that the go? That's the most recent one, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. And then I'm having a handgun.
Is that your one personal item?
Yeah, but like I think it's the thing, you know, like she keeps it like it's specifically to be used to kill this guy. Like she's not going to use it on any random Tom, Dick or Harry.
That she knows of right now.
That yeah, like that the intention is purely for this man. Like I feel like she's very like she's like, yeah, I'm gonna go kill him, but she actually doesn't really know what the world is like out there. You know, like she's, you know, she's so like focused on that. But I don't know if that's like a waste. Like I want to have the handgun so that I have the means to kill this dude, but her intention is to specifically use it on this guy. But then the other personal items are binoculars and walkie-talkies, and I just feel like of those, the handgun's more useful. So
Yeah, sure. You can choose that handgun. And
can other people use the handgun?
no, it's
I
just
gave it to some. It's
like-
just me. Okay, that's fine.
yeah.
That's fine. I just wanted to know, like. So like midway, I'm like, oh, and I passed the gun to so and so to shoot, and then it's like, actually, no, you don't.
Go ahead. Go ahead and roll d6. Let's see how much money you have on you.
Where's the D6?
Give me your money.
Yummy. Bishi bishi. That's how I say it. Bishi bishi.
It's gonna be a vocal stim for me now. Like I'm just gonna say it randomly. Like,
They're like, people are listening, like, I like the podcast, but randomly there's that word that pops up.
yeah, like what
Three.
is that? Is this an incantation? Like is she having a problem?
I got $300.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and add that into the little. Oh, by the way that money works here in the character sheet, they're called Benjamins, Hamiltons, and dollars. Benjamins are $100 bills. Hamiltons are tens, because
Like
those are the.
Alexander.
As in Alexander Hamilton? Yeah, so you technically have 3 Benjamins, baby. So just go ahead and put 3 in there and then hit the plus button.
Ah, lovely. Hello. Why would? I'm just gonna put zeros in the other boxes, and then maybe it won't let me press the plus button.
Why won't you let me here? I'll do it. Oh.
Thanks. Lovely. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I guess everybody go ahead and roll a d6 and then.
On the bottom right, there's a little dice icon.
Oh man, you only got $20.
Ooh.
Arthur. Oh man.
Oh.
I asked. They said they would pay me in advance. It just didn't come through.
Oh no.
You left it with your parents.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, you
like,
left
put
off.
stuff on repeat for your parents whilst you were gone.
You couldn't. You didn't have the courage to steal your parents' wallet.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay,
You know,
Naya, go ahead and roll a d6.
Do you know how much money I had as Daisy?
Rolling a d64.
Sorry, 2d6. Oh my god, I've been telling you guys
2d6.
roll 1d6.
Mine was 1d6 to be fair.
Runaway Kid, Runaway Kid was 1d6. So Naya rolls 2d6, the doctor does.
Okay.
Wow, you
Let's
have the
see
potential
if
to
I
get a
can-
lot of money.
When I was Daisy, I had like 1.2k.
Oh,
Like I had a lot.
snap.
I rolled
Sci-
like
yeah.
6s.
Scientist has the potential to get a lot of money.
Okay, how do I roll oh, never mind, found it. Okay, so that's 2 d6s.
That's a
Yeah,
9.
9,
Press-
and that's multiplied by
100.
and how much money do I have? Oh, I have 900 what kind of friggin' okay,
I
I
don't have
most
the
likely
money
I
for
probably saving.
medical
Don't
I was
school.
saving.
She's been
I was
saving up.
saving,
She's
so
been
that's
saving up.
probably in my savings.
Yeah, okay,
I try.
we know who the money bags is, everybody. Surge, when you get back, roll a d6 for me. Okay. Fine. I mean, okay, I'll roll for you. I'll look for 1. Okay. I rolled a 4 for you. So he has $40. Okay. You got 4 Hamiltons. Okay. Let's see what. Oh yeah. So the items inside the car.
Yeah, I just wanted like if we could like choose our personal items first, because then we could all look at the shared list and be like, oh well, we don't have this.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You know?
Okay, so for the runaway
I will say-
kid, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I will say, if we like either picking our personal items or like group items or whatever, I do have to go. I need to grab food because everything's
Oh.
about to close soon.
Yes, go ahead. Yeah. I don't. I think I have the majority of the stuff. The rest is just gonna be like rolling stats or like like moving that stuff around, which can be done. Like I can message you in between and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, message me. I will do that. I have the page open still. I just gotta go get food.
Yeah, and for anything else, I think I have a question like filling out like the character sheet. Like, oh, okay, your goal is this, blah blah blah. But that can be done later. So I'll message you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye, Mitsubishi. That's Japanese for goodbye. Okay. Okay, so personal item for the runaway kid. You can have a knife, a pack of chewing gum, or a Walkman.
Oh, gotcha. So we pick one of those. Because I know we were thinking of maybe the camera, just backstory wise.
Yes. So we can do that. We do custom. Well, yeah, you'll have a camera. We'll say Polaroid camera, just
Yeah.
more specific. And then you can either have a Stimulus Go or a jury-rigged Neurocaster. I'm just looking at, if you look at the archetypes, it kind of just gives you an idea. Your key attribute is agility, so like when you're
Gotcha.
making the stats and stuff.
Yeah, let's go jury rigged.
Okay.
That sounds cool. Yeah.
So what on the character sheet? I guess that would go. Yeah, that would go in equipment. So you press add equipment, and then there's display, and I think you should be able to type in jury rigs. Yeah, there you go. Because actually, the stimulus, whatever neurocaster you have, it gives you like an extra bonus. So I think that's why I wanted to know where that page is, where there's like a table.
Oh, let me have a look as well.
Cause
I did see one.
Page
Combat and
93.
neurotics.
Oh no, above page 93. Page 92. Next to wired and
Amazing.
wireless.
Yep, that's true. Okay, so TLE Pro. So yeah, you get +3 to network, +3 to processor, +3 to graphics.
Yeah. I want that one.
Wow.
That's OP. That's cracked.
Let's go.
Sheesh. And the jury rigged one.
It's
just a
looking rough.
+1. It's okay. How much does it cost? $1,300.
Oh.
She got a lot in the divorce check.
But it's not officially gone through yet.
I know.
I need to make it clear I'm still married.
Bonus, you get 3d6 across the board, so I'll put that in there.
Is
Okay.
it in there now, the TLE one?
Let me see. Loot. Oh, darn it, I added it to Naya's. Hold on.
Guys, I have to really focus on this part of my work.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Do you still need me?
We got a lot of the big stuff out, and next is just like finishing the character sheet. And so that is
Okay.
that can be done like, we'll message each other back and forth, so.
Okay, will do.
Yeah.
Have a good one, guys. Was fun.
Thank you for joining
See you
in.
later.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Talk to you later. Okay. Let me remove that from Naya's. Even though Naya is the richest out of all of you. Let me remove that. I don't think she'll care about which neurocaster she has, so I just give her one.
I like to think she took like 300 from her son's like college fund, and that was as much as she could bear. To, like,
Oh,
allow
my
herself to
image is
take.
like when she's taking the insulin, she just opens up the register, grabs a handful, closes.
Oh my god. Oh, for Naya?
Yeah.
She's a mess. Yeah, that's how she has all that money.
Theft. The world hasn't even
the
ended yet.
secret
and
is
She's
crime.
already like.
I'm just gonna give her a standard one.
You need that shit in the new escape.
Yeah.
Jury rigged, and there's no price. It's like free, so dang.
The first time I experienced like the neuro escape and stuff, I was like, well, I'm gonna tell the guy that I'm talking to that I don't agree, and he immediately like swooped down from the sky and was getting ready to like beat the shit out of me, and I was like, wait, no, I take it back. Like, it was like the biggest fuck around and find out I've ever had.
That's
Wait, let me read.
horrifying.
Sure. Let's decide on the items in the car.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can do it between the two of us, right?
Yes, yeah.
What did I say?
Yeah,
58?
why not? Let's do it.
Yeah. 58. Yeah, you've got the camera.
Mm-hmm.
I'm grabbing a gun.
Now,
Walkie-
what do you think is going to be
walkie-talkie?
important? What do you think like you'll run into along the way? Because there's tools you can grab, first aid kit, and a lot of these will like give you a bonus for something.
The only reason I don't want to be like, oh, medkit is because Naya could potentially grab that.
Yeah.
She'll get
It's
even,
in one
she'll
of
get
her
even more
personals.
of a. Oh wait, I think in her doctor thing, personal items, she can actually get a first aid kit in her.
Yeah, so that's why I don't want to be like, oh, let's grab a medkit, and then Naya grabs one as well, and then we've got two of the same thing, and it could have been put elsewhere. I feel like walkie-talkies is good.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh, that was a good thing. We did utilize that a lot
Yeah, we use them a lot.
for communication. A quick question for
Sorry.
you guys. So in this game, a journey is the campaign,
Yeah.
and the stops are the encounters. So this is a mini campaign, like 7 to 10 sessions. Should we finish this whole thing in this mini campaign, or should this be like part 1? Because I'm like, we might have to I don't know. We might have to rush things if this is like the full campaign. What do you guys think?
Just because our like destination is San Fran, like we could have things resolved like earlier. For example, like the cult lead or whatever, he could actually be one of the encounters we stop at. So that's like mine done dusted, sort of thing. Like you could do it that way maybe, where things like wrap up in the encounters, but you know the final destination is San Fran anyway.
Well, sorry.
Do you know what I mean?
The journey is the campaign. The stops
Mhm.
are The stops are sessions or episodes,
Yeah.
and
So, like-
encounters, or encounters, and then yeah. Anyway, because I have
So
like
theoretically,
a
we would have like 7 stops, and then the 7th would be the final. If I'm
not. Okay, let me understand what stops are. Journey is the campaign. Each stop has 6 main elements. Situations. It's a location. Stops are the session. They could be encounters. I'm just trying to think, like, should this all be wrapped up by the time you get to SF? Or something?
Oh.
Or should it be
gotcha.
like, oh, you found him, but it's session 8 and we're
That's
finished,
sick.
you know?
That's sick.
Ooh,
No,
like
I
it's just
like that.
a cliffhanger
Like-
drop.
Because I mean, as like, if you were like in 6 months' time, or whatever, like, oh, are we about for part 2? Like, I would super be down for that.
What'd you say? Are we
Like,
what?
like if you were like in 6 months' time, a year's time, whatever. If you were like, are people down for part 2, sort of thing. Like, that would be cool.
So-
But I don't want to like not have any resolution whatsoever. I don't want it to be like, oh yeah, this is the journey, but we're not going to finish it. You know, at all. Like, if you actually plan to come back to it, like later on or whatever the time frame is, absolutely fine. Then I think that's pretty cool. So like, have it as a part 1, like you get to San Fran, sort of thing. But like, if it's it doesn't actually end in San Fran, and then we never go back to it.
Oh.
I'd sort of be like, well, not what's the point? Because
Because also there are still cool moments. Like even though if Kath doesn't confront that cult leader, there's still cool moments. Is like that's the whole reason I'm on this journey that we're going on.
like, if we left it on like a cliffhanger of like, oh, you get to San Fran, now what? And that's where we left it, I'd be like, oh man, you know, like I really want to know, sort of thing. But like, if you were like 6 months, a year's time, oh, do you want to do a couple of sessions to find out what happened in San Fran? That would be cool.
So, it sounds like no matter what, we're ended in SF, and but things might not be tied up and like finished or wrapped up in a bow, like completely.
fine.
You know, it might be that
Yeah.
okay, the last episode, like Ryan gets taken by one of Century's people. You do find the cult leader. Naya might be accepted in, like her character. Like
That's just
maybe
like
like one
blending,
person gets
right?
their goal, like their dream fulfilled. You know?
Oh, like, are you asking whether we mind if our stuff's wrapped up or if we're fine with ending it?
Yeah. Do you want it to be like?
Well-
Do you want to just read SF and also have like the whole? Because at the end, the book says like once you get to when you're ending the journey, that's the last stop. You've reached your destination. That's why I ask about the destination. Like I think this game does say it's like it's from point A to point B. You know, so maybe
Yeah.
the destination technically is SF. So
Oh.
that's the end. Like once you get
I
there,
see, I
that's
see.
it. And then you start
I-
another journey, which is like now it's our goals inside SF. This journey is just getting there.
Yeah.
See that? Yeah. If we went back and actually did the what happens inside SF,
Yeah.
that would be cool. I'd be super down for that. That'd be really cool.
Oh, okay. So
But like, if we just left it as like, oh, they get to San Fran, you know, and then we just never go back and revisit it, then I'd be a bit like, oh,
so basically, yeah, this is
Yeah,
season
yeah,
1.
yeah.
This is like Last of Us
Yeah.
getting to.
Honestly.
This is getting to the hospital, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it is a cool far off goal. It's like this is why we're going through all these like trials and like conflicts.
Yeah, I'd 100% be down for that. I thought you meant like, oh, you get to San Fran and then it's, oh, the viewers just like make up in their head what happens when they get there. I was like, no, I want my confrontation. I want like, I thought that's what you meant. Like, oh, you get to San Fran and then it's up to your imagination what happens. I was like, yeah. That's 100%. That's really cool. I think that's sick. Yeah.
No. Like
that'd be
stuff
really
will
cool.
happen. It just like not everything will be resolved. This is like it's season 1, or it's part 1. You know.